We are the gabbiest gang, love to talk all day. Don't know what we are saying on the League of Ridiculous Conversation.
Posting. Do that. Mm-hmm. Do another one. Do that one.
If you talk in the mics, then I can actually like.
Yeah.
work you-
Sorry.
Oh yeah, hey, what's
Sorry, I
up?
got really
What's going on?
distracted.
Sorry, I was just doing the
I don't
Instagram
know.
thing. And
I'm helping.
I have some
I'm
stuff.
promoting you.
You have a
That I
you have a
did.
thing?
Well, kind of.
Yeah.
Well, not really. Kind of, sort of.
What?
Yeah. I did some stuff.
I
Yeah.
did some stuff.
Oh, sweet.
Just a little bit of meth.
what?
I just ordered 2 more of these male-to-male 3.5
Oh,
cables.
cool.
Oh, nice. How much?
And Amazon's like,
Technology.
you know what? Happy Twitch Prime. Free.
Oh, right on.
Wow.
What? What?
It was going to be $6.99. They're like, you know what? Happy Twitch Prime. Now it's just
I
free.
want to buy something.
What is Twitch Prime? What the?
What?
I can't.
Why?
Today?
I don't know.
Is it a thing? How? What?
Well, because
They like you a bunch.
Amazon owns Twitch, so I guess since I use my Twitch Prime for stuff,
Oh.
they're like, you know what, whatever. You're good. You're still subscribed.
I'm like,
Like, this isn't just for Prime. This is for, like...
Twitch.
if you have Amazon Prime, you have
Specifically
Twitch.
Twitch.
Did you,
Right.
If you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime.
Okay.
Yeah.
did you lick Jeff
Well, that
Bezos'
being said,
asshole
So
for
what does
Is this
Twitch Prime
like-
do?
You.
Like,
Like
what do I
Twitch
gotta
Prime?
do?
Yeah. What do you use it to buy stuff? For
I don't know.
So with
I did it just to get some Overwatch boxes.
Yeah, so you get like monthly, you get a bunch of free gaming stuff. You can give a subscription to any of your favorite streamers, and they get the money from that. So it's like you
Okay.
subscribe to them for that month. And you get when you're subscribed to someone, then you get access to their special emotes and stuff. So I don't know.
Okay.
You know what? Let's go see if...
And you can't, because I was wondering, because it was like, I was listening to Critical Role, and they're talking like, well, if you get Twitch Prime, then you get to subscribe.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do I need Twitch Prime to subscribe? Like, is this something that I have to have in order to subscribe? Do I, like, I don't understand
I don't
Twitch.
There's so many
Yeah.
different layers to Twitch nowadays.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's-
Like I'm subscribed to a handful of things on Twitch, but it's not even on my like bookmarks. Like my brother has his own. My brother has his own Twitch streaming thing where he
Yeah.
streams video games, and he was like, "Follow me," and I'm like, "Sure."
So
do
here's
I
the thing.
watch anything he does? No.
Are you
You're a bad brother.
Are you following him or are you subscribed to him? Those are 2 different things.
Oh really?
What's
Those
the
are 2
difference,
different
though?
things. What's the difference?
So following is just that you'll be notified whenever that streamer goes live. Subscribers can actually comment, and that's to weed out a bunch of trolls and stuff.
Gotcha.
I'm not nearly invested in anything on Twitch to
No,
give people
maybe-
money to watch their thing.
maybe.
I haven't paid for cable
Yeah.
in close to 2 decades.
I think I might do it for Geek and Sundry. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, like you.
No,
subscribe
it's
to the
all
people
going to
that
be
you really, really
free
love. Like,
on YouTube.
Yeah, but like in forever. Like it's just like sitting there.
but if you're on Twitch, you're there when it happens live.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
So
I don't got that kind of time to sit and watch something live.
maybe they'll say your name on stream.
Don't
Be
think
in
about
the chat.
that. I get
Yeah.
really excited whenever my name gets mentioned on podcasts. So,
Yeah.
Like this, Hector?
yeah, like this.
Did you get an Amazon Basics one or whatever?
Yeah, I got the 2-pack of Amazon
Steph, are you
Basics.
going to try and get something for free now?
Well, I want to see if it doesn't.
Yeah, try and check.
I might as well try. Why not? Right?
All right, I'm going to...
The 510 one?
What?
You bought a 2-pack or
A 2-pack of the 4 foot
Oh.
3x5 male to
Are
male.
you going to buy the same exact thing, hoping
Well,
to
I'm
get
just
it free?
I don't know. I'm just.
I think she's
curious.
just trying to put it in her
Yeah,
shopping
just
cart
to
to see if
see.
it does the thing.
She's
So
just putting it to
it
the
probably
test.
didn't tell you until you like hit pay.
Yeah, I was fully expecting to pay
Yeah,
$6.99.
you're not going to
I was
know
like, nah, son.
until it happens.
Well, right now I'm looking at one, and then I would pay like $6, which I'm willing to pay. I'm just wondering if like, what would happen? Because no matter what, I need it. But if I don't end up paying, that's also awesome.
Yes. It's always nice when you don't have to pay for something.
What if I just paid for a different one, or should it be Amazon?
I don't know how it works.
Why do
Also,
you
don't
need
buy more.
2 more?
Yeah, you don't
true.
buy
I
that.
wanna
Yeah, you
know.
don't need it.
Wait, so don't get Amazon or try another one?
So,
Do
no,
you need it?
I know I need it.
Okay.
Okay,
Then,
okay.
then yes.
why
then,
if he bought a 2-pack, why do you need 2 more?
Oh no, I just need one. I just want to know: do I buy this from the same brand?
if you want to, I just pick Amazon
What do you
Basics
need
'cause I
it
know
for?
it works.
Oh, the car.
Go to the dollar store.
No, it's not the same.
Oh,
Amazon Basics is only $5, so it's fine.
Cool. So you want to pay $2.50 per one, or
Yeah.
a
I feel
dollar.
like there's a difference.
She's better than the dollar store.
I'm not. I'm
I-
broke ass beef.
No, I'm broke too. But Amazon Basics is like basic cheap.
Not as cheap as a dollar store.
I
Yeah.
know. But I always end up replacing the dollar store ones.
So
Hang
I'm
on. Are we started already?
also. you
Yeah,
can
we
find-
are going at this point.
oh, that's fantastic.
Oh,
Yeah, watch out. We are going
no.
at this point now.
Okay,
Okay.
the rules are now. in
Fair
effect.
warning.
We're
Okay.
having a really good
Rules are in.
conversation. so-
PG and Centennial for the cast rules are in play.
Oh,
Okay.
I almost brought you all 100 grand bar just to like be really mean.
Good. I like those. Those are yummy.
We can say 100. We
You
just can't say the full
the-
bar.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Because that was the problem. We were saying 100 and then a amount.
Okay, so for that, can we just
A
start
unit
saying?
of measurement.
Can we just start saying half of that?
50%?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, we can say 50%.
No, this
No.
this completely
No, I don't
No.
think so. And I'm
No.
not even agreeing.
I
That's not
50%
gonna
agree
work.
with this.
No, that's not going to work.
It sounds stupid.
It does.
Like, what if, like, 50% times 2?
Or
I mean, sure, if we're going to keep playing around it.
What? Yeah.
But I think the
why-
whole point is the percent
oh
part,
yeah,
no?
50-50.
I am 50 plus 50% in agreement to what you
if y'all
said.
keep
99
this
plus
up, I'll
one.
make you all take a bean.
You're not the bean police. Or
No,
are
but
you?
I will.
Are you?
I will get the
Oh,
bean
are
police
you?
sicked on you. An anonymous hint.
Bean police
Really funny.
never tell us who you are.
Yeah.
You are our silent protector.
That is
But
so funny.
are they?
No.
Are they?
They're the fan we deserve.
Yes.
Right.
They're not the fan we need. They're the fan we deserve.
Oh, God.
That's fair.
Anthony, you owe a bean. from
Yeah,
last
speaking of
week.
which, during editing, I heard myself drop an F-bomb, which nobody said anything
Yeah.
about, but because I'm an honest man, I will take a bean for it.
I mean, if we didn't call you, bean police would.
Probably. I guess they just haven't listened this week yet. I did censor it.
Yeah.
I did do everything you did and
Yeah.
dubbed in the words and whatnot.
And I totally forgot to send you this stuff.
You
because
sure did.
No one reminded me, so, we're all at fault here.
So instead of a sound effect of a ding, I just said ding.
Yeah.
I didn't finish the
That works.
episode.
Yeah. There was
I
only
haven't
one
listened to it at
centennial
all.
word in the last podcast.
Yeah.
But as we remember, lots of cursing.
Lots of cursing.
Yeah.
Courtesy
I
of
messed
Steph.
up a lot.
So
That
I've got a
looks
happy
like-
little
Ooh.
Toothpaste.
It's like a
could
blue.
be happy little blue one.
Okay.
Are we gonna do it?
Do you want to record it?
I
Here
mean,
we
it'd be
go.
nice if we start posting some of these.
That's also true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've
Jordan.
got like
If only we knew.
10, 12 of these little clips.
If
That-
only
this-
we knew who was recording all these.
All right. Here we go.
Yeah, Jordan was.
Okay.
So it's either cotton candy.
It's toothpaste.
It's either.
Oh.
I can handle
refreshing.
toothpaste all day.
Toothpaste is fine. It's
It,
not a
could,
bad
it
flavor
could be
at all.
worse.
Yeah.
It's just Colgate.
Yeah.
There you go. It's like you don't even need to brush your teeth anymore. You just eat jelly beans.
It's minty
Yeah.
fresh now.
Rub it around a little bit.
Yeah.
Nope. That makes me uncomfortable.
All right, so we are clean and on even playing fields for the podcast.
For the
Perfect.
moment.
So, Steph,
Oh, I
Be
watched
careful.
Spaceballs.
you finally did it.
Yeah, but I wasn't watching your DVD. It was on Hulu, and I was trying to look for subtitles.
Ain't that about a,
And I forgot to bring the DVD. Like, I was in my room, and I had it, and I was like, I'm going to bring this for Anthony. And then I had Taco Bell on my line, and then we left.
All right, Steph, what was your favorite
Wow.
part from the movie?
Oh, I took...
No, wait. I don't know how to feel about this yet. I'm still trying to process.
No, you should be very angry.
I know.
She's been holding this DVD
Because I was holding
over
the
a
DVD.
year. Yeah, hostage for
over a year.
It was like 2 years, because I was still at my dad's.
And then you watched it streaming. And I am happy that you saw it.
Yeah.
Because that was the purpose of giving it to
Yeah,
you in the first
but I
place.
gotta give you back.
So I'm happy you saw it. But then you didn't bring it back.
Yeah, that's the part that I forgot. And I can tell you exactly where it is. It's right in front of the TV.
That doesn't help him.
Apparently, you've always known exactly where it is.
Yeah, because I put it in a special place. I never lost it.
It's called the Anthony spot.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It wasn't one of those moments where it was like, oh, I tossed it in a box and forgot about it. I knew exactly where it was. I
I'm
just
on a
didn't
roller
watch
coaster
it.
of emotions right now.
I know. But I did take notes.
Okay.
Well, not really notes. I just I jotted stuff that was funny to me.
Okay.
In a note-type fashion.
That sounds
Yeah.
like notes.
So there's Pizza the Hut that made me laugh,
Okay. All right.
and then
That was supposed to.
the Perry Air bottled air was really
Yeah.
funny to me.
Yeah.
Close to true.
How everything is so literal in the movie, it's great. Let's jam the satellite, and then a jar of jam gets thrown on the
That's
satellite.
right.
Yeah.
Mog is a half man, half dog.
True.
A Mog.
Yes.
Yep.
He's his own best friend.
They're watching themselves whilst playing Spaceballs.
Yep.
And let's comb the desert, and then there's a giant like.
Oh, that is
That was the one part I was going to ask you about.
that is
That
Leland's
made me
number one
laugh
favorite
really
thing,
hard.
maybe in all of cinema.
Yeah,
The desert. Wait, found.
I actually really enjoyed it, and I watched it completely sober. I
Yeah?
watched it last
Yeah.
night, and
All
it was
right.
great.
All right.
Enjoyed it.
Now you have to watch the animated series.
Wait,
Do
what?
I?
Yeah, it's,
I don't think I've even had a chance to.
so the animated series was done by Mel Brooks, and it was on Comedy Central, and it had one season. But the great part about it
It's not
is
even a
that
full season, right?
the great part about it is that it's like early 2000s humor. But with all the 80s characters. So like when I was watching it, it was
Yeah.
like modern topical humor.
Yeah.
But like with these great like 80s
Very
characters
80s
and
type,
80s
yeah.
comedians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was very, very funny.
Is it right there with like the Clerks animated series?
Yeah.
All right.
It's like the Clerks
Alright.
animated series. They
I love
update
that.
all of the jokes to be relevant.
Yeah.
But it came out in like 2006, 2007, so you might like it better. You might get more
Then
of
we
the
have
jokes because the jokes are more
the
updated.
depression.
Where can you watch it?
Steal it.
You can find
Yeah.
it. You can find it somewhere.
Yar.
I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
where it is. I just know that it was on Comedy Central.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. I remember it existing, but I've never seen
Yeah,
it.
I never had a chance to actually watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's her name? The lady.
Princess Vespa.
No.
Oh, Dot Matrix.
Yes. I had to look who she was because her voice is
Joan
so
Rivers.
familiar.
Joan
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I looked up Lone Star, and he's Mr. President. Or no, he's in Independence Day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember him from Independence Day. And then I'm trying to think of other little bits. I appreciated for a 1989, right?
About right.
1989
Yeah,
movie,
somewhere right there.
I feel like they were really clever.
Yeah. That's Mel
Like,
Brooks.
Mel
Wait,
Brooks.
hold on.
he's very clever.
Yeah.
Steph, is this your first Mel Brooks
No,
movie?
Not
I've
the
seen
first.
Blazing Saddles.
Yes.
Okay.
I've seen what is it? Young
Frankenstein.
Young Frankenstein.
Yeah, Frankenstein.
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 Frankenstein. And then I still need to finish
History of the World.
History of the World.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those were the ones that I gave you because I think you say you'd seen Robin Hood Men in Tights?
Yes.
Yeah.
That one I've seen.
Yeah.
How about The Producers?
No.
Actually, I haven't even seen The Producers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
It didn't come in my box set.
This is only coming from Anthony's box set,
Yeah.
and Spaceballs was.
Yeah, and I had
Yeah.
Spaceballs separate too.
Producers is real good.
The remake of Producers holds up really well because
Yeah.
it's Nathan Lane and Matthew Broderick.
Yeah.
And never again will there be a more iconic comedy duo as those two.
John Barrowman in there dancing around.
oh, gosh.
I didn't know who John Barrowman was
At the
until
time.
I saw that movie, and I'm like, that is an unfortunately handsome Nazi.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I already knew who John Barrowman was, but I knew him through Broadway and Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only knew him from Doctor Who, and I didn't even remember that until last year I went to his panel.
Yes.
And then I was like, oh, you're fun.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
he is.
he's real fun.
He's in the new Producers. He has a small part, and he is the lead stormtrooper that sings the intro to "Springtime for Hitler," which is the musical that they have to put on. And it is, he sounds great, but it's a lot.
Yeah,
Oh.
I've seen clips of it, but yeah, I've never actually watched the producers.
It's cute. Uma Thurman plays the blonde bimbo. And
Yeah.
it's the cast is just really well done, and I've seen the original and I've seen the remix.
Mid 2000.
Yeah,
Somewhere in there.
Mid-aughts,
Yeah, so it's got a real great cast that you still recognize.
I remembered one more thing that I didn't write down on my phone.
What's that?
Bar is
Yeah.
short for Bartholomew. I knew I didn't have that.
You're darn right.
Paper.
You're darn right. It is.
I didn't have that piece of paper, and I didn't know where it was, but I remembered it now, so that's all that matters.
So you liked Spaceballs?
Like I said, they were really clever. Just for like that being an old movie, and I was like, oh, you guys are on top of it.
She called it an old movie.
Oh, it is. It came out when I was born.
Yep.
She was born.
I was born that year.
I was 9 when that movie came out, so it's an old movie.
Yeah.
It's okay, Grandpa.
So then, yeah, I just thought it was clever because I was like, oh, they're on how, like, to be a baby and then have someone come up with the idea to record themselves while the movie is happening seems so
Yeah, and
Ahead of its time.
ahead of its time. Exactly.
Also, like at a time when VHS, like home VHS, was still relatively new.
Yeah.
Like it's playing on the entire fact that you could even get the movie at all.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what threw me off because I was just like, hold on. There's a lot of parts where I had to
And
like...
we used to wait a year,
Yeah,
nearly
for
a
movies to
year
come out.
for things to come out to VHS.
Now it's
That's
3
true.
months.
Yeah.
Yep.
Y'all spoiled.
Yeah.
There's,
yeah, 3 months
there's
for it
another
to come out to VHS.
there's another older movie that does something like that. That's really cool. There's a movie called Shock Treatment.
yeah.
The sequel to Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
I
But
haven't
here's the
seen that
thing.
yet.
You've never seen Rocky Horror?
I've never seen Rocky Horror.
Oh,
You guys should go to a live.
yeah.
Yeah,
They
don't-
did a live show.
Go to a live show. Don't watch it. Don't ruin it for yourselves by seeing.
I think
the
they should
movie.
actually watch
Yeah,
it.
go to
Oh, really?
Encinitas, see it on Halloween.
My experience,
No.
seeing
What?
Rocky Horror
Always do
live,
Rocky first on Halloween. That's tradition.
I think it really depends on the company.
Okay.
I've only seen it when they like spoof it in like shows and they have a Rocky
Yeah,
Horror.
and that's the Shadow
You
Cast.
mean the one episode of Glee?
Yeah, the one episode of Glee. That's
Well,
what I
then
can
you
base
know
it
most
off.
of the songs already, and
okay.
the general premise. It's just not family friendly as they made it to be.
Oh, okay.
I've only seen it once at the Shadow Cast, and it honestly disappointed me because I'd watched the movie for Halloween's on end before.
Mm-hmm.
What I didn't like is how constant they're making the references and gags back at the screen. They do not let the movie breathe, and I felt it was way overbearing.
Did you see it here in Encinitas?
Yes,
Or the Ken? Okay, so
Yeah.
you saw it.
well, not the Ken,
Okay.
up north.
Well,
That's
it
nice.
depends on how long ago you saw it because they started at the Ken.
5 years ago.
4 or 5, so it was in Encinitas. That you, oh no, that's still longer ago. I used to be on that cast.
We have been in the same room long before we ever met.
No. I was not on the cast 4 or 5 years ago. I was on the
Okay.
cast 10-ish years ago.
Okay.
I didn't play anybody. I was the behind the scenes monkey. All of the fog and prop changes and costume changes
Okay.
was me and about 2 other people behind stage.
I wanted to do that in middle
Sounds right.
school.
Yeah. There's this whole switch over at the very end of the movie where they got to change real fast. Trick about that theater, the La Paloma Theater, is there is a dressing room underneath the stage. And to get to that dressing room, it is about a 2-foot wide staircase that goes down 45 degrees.
Oh,
geez.
nice.
The actors have to physically run down the staircase to make that costume change where everybody is all hands on deck,
Yeah.
literally ripping clothes off their body and putting undergarments back on them. I have, to this day, I am the fastest garters in the West because of doing that for other people.
Nice.
I was in cast, but back on the East Coast where I'm from. And
Okay.
I was one of the Transylvanians, the kids up
Nice.
front that would sing and
Yeah,
dance.
you're there for the time warp.
Yeah, I'm there for the time warp and all of that. And then Transylvanians, for the second half of the show, you sit in the audience, and you're supposed to say the callbacks so the audience can learn the callbacks.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, like, I first saw Rocky Horror Picture Show when I was 12 years old, because my mom was a hairdresser, and another hairdresser in her shop was in the cast and played Magenta, the maid.
Cool.
And so she took me when I was 12, and I watched it teenager all the time. And then when I was a teenager, I joined cast, and I've only seen the people out here a couple times since I moved out here. So Rocky for me has always been overbearing shout-outs. So it's like the opposite. So like when I watch the movie, I feel awkward. It feels too quiet.
Yeah. I can't stand watching just the movie.
When I just watch the movie, I have to shout back at the screen.
Yeah.
Like, I completely get, and I knew exactly what I was going into seeing it live. I knew there was going to be a lot of it, but I felt like there's a balance between playing with the movie and just being louder than the movie. Is that? Did I actually see what it kind of supposed to is, or was?
It's very dependent on the cast. I will say this because I've seen the LA cast and I've seen a Nevada cast before.
Okay.
Because a huge group of them came down to do it here back in the day. It's everybody does it a little bit different. There are some core callbacks that are universal to the shadow casting community. But I will say, Sandy, we are loud.
Okay. So I didn't.
It's more of like it's boisterous and loud because like for Hector's back in the day, like the Transylvanians sit in the front row and help people like call them out so people can learn them. Whereas Crazed Imaginations here in San Diego, they run up and down the aisles yelling
there was a lot
with
of that.
you. So I think it kind of adds to
and that's fun. But I like did I see it properly? Did my impression, is that accurate? Is that what most people see?
Yes.
Like, 'cause me. All right. So then it just wasn't how I wanted it to be, and it was me, not them.
I think that's a completely legitimate like opinion and feeling. It just depends on what kind of experience you're looking for. I don't recommend like this one's like, oh yeah, go on Halloween. I don't recommend going on Halloween because everybody
it seems like
goes,
just be bananas,
and it's not great. I do recommend, so every now and then they'll have it here at the Ken.
Yeah. I've been thinking about going, but if it's the same group, now I'm kind of
It is the same group, but it's a slightly different show.
Sure.
Because the decency laws in Encinitas are different than the decency laws in San Diego
I
County.
think I saw anything that I would consider too much.
Exactly.
Right.
They're
they can
more
go farther.
strict. They are farther
okay. Well,
when they
now I'm
perform
back.
the Ken. Yeah.
Now I'm back. I'm in.
And the Ken shows seem to be a little bit more like raunchy,
Okay, I'm listening.
racy.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's a different theater setup. It's a different show.
Yeah.
But I think those, because they don't do it as often, those are some of the best shows to go to because people from southern San Diego will go to those before they drive all the way up to like.
I mean, Orange probably has one somewhere, but
Every major region has a
yeah.
cast.
Yeah. Dang. Now I'm thinking because the next time the Ken will do it will be for Halloween, but Halloween's not going to be the time to do it.
That's from what I'm not sure how they do it now because it's been a while. We have Hector and I have a ton of mutual friends that are on
it's
the
been
cast.
several months since
Halloween
it's been
will do 2 shows. You can go to the earlier one at 9, and that's a little bit calmer. And then you can go to the later one at midnight, and that's the one where everyone's already drunk, and it's wild.
And they're in years past, we've done the 9 down here at the Ken, and hiked up to.
You said a naughty word. Oh, you said a naughty word.
Sorry.
Bean up.
No.
Yeah. See, it'll get you.
No.
It'll get you.
See, this is why I didn't want to get alcohol. Hold my beer.
Here you go, love.
You hold that up to her.
Yeah.
I don't wanna.
It's gonna be
It could
okay.
be good. It could be delicious.
My sweetheart was here. Close that. I don't have
your
manual
claws
dexterity.
are really hindering you.
They are. My sweetheart's like, you're not gonna last more than like 10 minutes in. I'm like, I've got this.
You made it somewhere around 20 to 25 minutes,
Okay.
depending on when I start this. Do it. Get in there. Nom, 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 nom.
Oh, okay, we're fine.
See?
Strawberry daiquiri, we're good.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Hey.
There you go.
All right, so you'd haul butt.
Yes. Haul bum up to Encinitas and do the midnight show.
Oh, okay.
And this thing is, when they start that 9 o'clock show, it's an hour and 30-minute show. Mm-hmm. And
Encinitas is like 45 minutes away.
turn and burn.
Mm-hmm.
And there was times where we had enough people that we could start the show, like we'd have a different...
Oh, so you're saying you performed to both? You were like
back scene monkey to both.
Yeah. You were part of both casts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's the same cast. Crazy Imagination
Oh.
does it at the Ken.
Wow.
And at Encinitas.
So everyone is hauling. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Dang.
In years past, it would be like, oh, okay, well, the beginning of this show has these characters. We're going to have these people who are playing it at the Ken, and then a second group play here, and then the people who are playing these characters will haul up there and play different characters
Okay.
that are towards the end of the movie. Blah blah blah. It's a mess, and I never want every now and then people are like, oh, you could come back. I'm like, I am not 18 anymore. I
right.
can't stay up. I can't start my night at midnight.
Here's a question then. Do you still consider yourself, both of you, relatively the same level of fan of the film as you did when you walked into doing the Shadowcasts?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So
I love
all of it
Rocky
didn't
Horror
ruin it.
Picture Show.
It opened a whole new world, because the more I got to love the show, the
Yeah.
more crazy background secrets I got to learn about it. Like, here's a fun fact from, Wikipedia Caitlin. Meatloaf didn't know the part he was playing. He was
comes in, does the song.
blindsided. He was literally handed a script.
Yeah.
He was brought to the soundstage.
He knew the song.
He knew the song.
Yeah.
Played the song. Left the soundstage. He didn't know the rest of the plot until the movie came out.
So he didn't know.
Oh, he
didn't
played
know
it. He had played the role on stage in L.A. before that.
I guess that was
No.
after.
No, this wasn't he wasn't on the stage show.
I thought he did it at the Hollywood Bowl before. Wow.
No, he had no idea.
We're all
That
learning
and the chick who played Magenta was like completely tripped out on pills and booze the entire time.
Oh, I assume that was the whole cast.
Her song got stolen. So there's an opening number where you just see some lips
Yeah.
singing. And in the stage show, Magenta, that's her opening number. And she goes through and, sings the song. So they had her come in, and they filmed the lips and everything. They had her sing the song. And then Richard O'Brien, who plays Riff Raff and is, the
Who
creator.
is the writer.
Who's
Yeah.
the writer and the creator. He sang the song and dubbed his singing voice over her lips. And she didn't know it until the premiere. And she was
jerk
like...
move.
He stole my song.
Jerk move.
Wow. Yeah.
It's a really bizarre, looking at all the after effects of that. Tim Curry refuses to acknowledge it.
Really?
Yeah, he is not proud of it at all.
Aw.
People like Barry Bostwick, he
Oh,
still
yeah.
goes. Barry Bostwick will still go to conventions. There is a Rocky Horror
Yeah.
Picture Show convention.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not surprised.
So,
Yep.
I know a guy's got autographed underwear from him.
that does not surprise me.
No.
Yeah.
But he loves it. That's all he's got left to live for. But it's just one of
Hey,
those.
he was cool in Spin City.
Creaky, creaky.
What?
Creaky,
Wait,
creaky.
no,
I'm thinking Sin City and not
no,
Sin
you never
City.
saw Spin
The
City?
Michael J. Fox show?
Yes, he played the goofy mayor.
I didn't watch it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
I'm aware, but I've never watched it.
Oh,
If I'm the Wikipedia for inane bull poop, Hector is the Wikipedia for inane
Daytime television.
media.
Random media.
If you want a media factoid, that's your boy.
I worked for Blockbuster Video for 7 years.
Nice.
So I did nothing but watch movies.
That was one of my dream jobs when I was a kid.
It was a
Oh, to
dream
work at
job.
Blockbuster?
Like when you're 15, 16, you got to get that first job. Like it was Hot Topic, big surprise. Blockbuster, Sam Goody,
Man. Oh, what was the other one? The Warehouse.
Warehouse music.
Yes.
And I ended up working at Sam Goody.
Nice.
I'd have traded you Sam Goody for my Blockbuster job in a heartbeat. What? You work at Sam Goody?
Yeah.
Switch shirts, man.
Sam Goody. It was cool.
You have people yelling at you about late fees. Ugh.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh, so
Instead,
horrible.
everyone yells you about how expensive music is. Or how expensive CDs were. $15.99, guys. That was on sale.
Yeah.
I bought a CD. I remember buying a CD for like $15.
Well, I mean, I bought an album recently for $20.
Yeah, TJ's album.
Yeah, Taylor Swift's Lover album, number 2, for $20.
Did you buy 1 and 2 for $20?
Well, no, there's 4 different versions of it.
Say what now?
Oh.
Excuse me?
Yes, there's 4 different versions of
All right,
Taylor
well,
Swift's
now
new
this
album.
conversation is about this.
What? Wait.
It's because each deluxe album comes with a snippet from her actual personal journal, like
Okay.
when she was growing up.
So it's the same album, but each version has a different bonus track, essentially.
It has different bonuses for because they all have different snippets from her journals.
So you have the same album 4 times.
No. I only
Yeah,
bought
I
it
thought
once.
he was going to buy all 4.
Okay, just one.
Oh.
I was going to convince him because he's
okay.
such a
I
fan.
was
Give it
not going to
time.
drop 80 bucks.
Respect
that
is,
one day in
remains
Target.
for you. I've not lost it yet.
Yeah.
To buy it 4 times is dumb.
Yeah.
Is it like a double album? Why $20?
Okay, well, there's 18 tracks on it, and then
All right,
and then you
that's
get
double album-ish.
You get a poster, and then there's like 2 bonus tracks.
You get a digital poster.
No, a physical. Poster.
Yeah,
Oh my God,
I remember.
Wait, did you buy physical media?
Yeah, I bought physical media. Yeah.
What?
No, I saw it.
So great.
I saw the stand at Target. I'm like,
Yeah.
CDs are still a thing?
Yeah. It's the only way to like keep
Right
stuff
on.
now because everything's like a subscription service in the
Yeah.
cloud.
But that's the thing is they're putting reports out now. CDs have been around long enough that we're starting to find where their degradation
Yeah.
ends.
Yeah. Wow.
CDs
Yeah,
are
CDs
not
don't last.
forever.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're finding all these earlier CDs now are just the data is just disappearing. It's not that they've been overplayed or anything like
The
that.
environment just degrades the
Oh.
recording, the
Yeah.
CD itself. It doesn't
Well,
it doesn't
thank
play.
God I stripped all my CDs of their data. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because I have
I
like
gotta
a
do that.
terabyte drive, and like
Yeah.
I have like 200 CDs,
Ooh,
and I just sat there one
That was a
day,
long weekend.
and I just over the course of the years, I've just like
Yeah.
taken all these CDs from the 90s and stuff,
Yeah.
and just
my
transferred it
God.
all onto digital format.
Yeah.
Get 2 more drives and make 2 more backups of it. You need
Yeah.
redundancy. Like,
Yeah,
I need to
no,
do that
I
with
agree.
mine.
I agree. I got some good stuff. I think you guys would like. I got like Tonic, like an old '90s rock,
Look at you.
Tracy Bonham.
I've got my
Yeah,
Ricky
it's like
Martin
you got all the
CD
Lilith
in
Fair
my car.
lineups.
I have both Lilith Fair live albums.
Nice.
They're
I'm not
great. They're
surprised.
super great. It's lots of like '90s woman empowerment. It's so good.
All right, let's shift gears. Last week I promised snacks.
Yes.
I am here to deliver.
Yeah.
So as mentioned last week, I went to Saboten down in Phoenix, Arizona, working the anime convention, where again I realized I know nothing about anime, and that these kids are dressing way too sexual for what I assume is an age inappropriate for me to look at. So I brought back a thing of tropical flavored mochis, sweet corn flavored Pocky,
Yes.
I'm excited.
pizza flavored Pocky, Jordan,
Yes, please.
and Sakura Cola, so cherry blossom, for anyone who just doesn't happen to know. These are all things that I was selling at the Yay for Anime booth, of which you can order through them via their website, which I assume is yayforanime.com.
Yay anime.
But if you Google it, you'll find it. Yay. There's only
Yay for
so many Yay for Anime vendors, I assume. And if you manage to listen to this before it comes out, wait,
What?
yeah, oh, no, hold on. I think
There's a full statement.
no, I'm working. Darn it. I don't know if I'm working again this week. When's Fangia? Do either of you know?
Fangia's
Fangia's this
We have
weekend.
this talk.
This or next?
It's this weekend. It's
Okay.
the 14th.
Then if you can manage to listen to this podcast before it comes out, I'm working on for Yay for Anime at Fangia this weekend, and you could buy some of this stuff. So for you 4 in the room, I can get you hooked up with more.
Sweet.
I'm tempted to day trip Fangia.
Where's that?
Scottish Rite Center.
Scottish Rite Center.
Yeah.
It's cute.
I'm just bummed because like I.
Is that where they do the gem fair?
Yeah,
Yeah.
on
On
the
the
reptile fair.
Like,
I've never been in the Scottish Rite Center.
I've only been there for a reptile fair, and it's a very bizarre situation.
So right next to
So right across from Fashion Valley.
yeah. Mission Valley.
I've only gone to
Mission,
the gem.
yeah, I'm sorry, you're right.
Does it matter which one I open up?
No, go ahead. You know what? Let's start with the Pocky first, because that mochi still needs a little time to kind of
Okay.
soften up.
Does it?
I mean, it probably does. I don't know.
It's pretty
I mean, it
squishy.
feels
Yeah?
kinda
Good.
cold.
It'll be ready for us.
But the Pocky is the weirder of
Okay.
everything that I have.
Good.
Now it is Pretz.
Yeah, I would let me qualify this.
Yes,
this
go ahead.
is not Pocky. This
It's
is
still
Pretz.
Glyco.
It is, but Pretz is Pocky without a coating.
Yes.
So it's the stick of Pocky, but
Yes.
flavored.
Yes.
They also do
Inside Out.
oh god, the inside out. Yeah, they basically
P-Joy?
well no. Pretz makes you remember combos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Pretz
I like
makes like a combos style stick where it's got
Oh, like dense,
schmutz
like
in
thick.
the middle and then like
Yeah.
cookie
Because
snack
the
stick on the outside.
P-Joys are frosting on the inside.
Right.
Yeah.
And they do like a chocolate on the outside and frosting on the inside. Yeah, I've seen the
Yeah.
pages. You can get the pages at Daiso here in San Diego.
Or at Yay for Anime at Fangia
Or
this
at Yay
weekend.
for Anime.
Yeah.
You know what you
Or-
will
or-
also
Yay
get
for
at
Anime.
Yay
Anime
for
convention
Anime
here.
is teeny tiny hands for your fingers.
We've got
Yes.
we've got the little hands for your fingers.
Those
And
are
we've got
great.
the little hands for your fingers.
fingers. I know. I was really
Yeah.
mad because I stopped at the booth at the last convention I was
Yeah.
at,
How should
and
we do this?
they had
Just take
run
one.
out
Hand it
of
out.
all of the hands that
Aw.
were skin colored. They only had like the crazy colored ones.
I was personally a fan of the inappropriate mushrooms.
Inappropriate mushrooms?
You got Gay for Anime sells inappropriate mushrooms. The little
maybe not a
squishy-
weekend I worked.
The little squishy mushrooms that have eyes on them that look very inappropriate.
Must
'cause
have
we're
not
PG-13.
have been a weekend I worked.
Oh yeah,
I've
They're
only
great.
Are
done
they very
like 5
masculine
shows.
mushrooms?
yeah.
Yeah.
I worked for them for one show, like
I'm
for
You
ALA.
worked for ALA before.
Yeah, for
Get it,
ALA,
Steph.
like ALA
All
2
right.
years ago.
What is this
Oh,
the
right
pizza
on.
one?
They smell powerful
Yes.
pizza flavored.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
It is pizza AF.
No, this smells like the carpet at Chuck E. Cheese.
Exactly. It smells like pizza flavored Pringles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steph?
I'm thinking Pringles.
Steph, how do you like it?
They're not bad.
Yeah?
I'd snack on them. They're also breadsticks, basically.
Kind of.
Yeah, these
I
are
like
like crunchy breadsticks.
They are salty.
They're not that salty, guys. They're fine.
They taste as advertised.
Yeah. And that's what I've been telling you guys. It tastes exactly what you imagine it will taste like.
I'm not surprised nor disappointed.
I like them.
This reminds me of Gamer Grub.
I would snack on these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The little game. Yes, those are good. I like those.
Didn't it go
My
out of business like,
favorite-
immediately?
What's that?
Didn't Gamer
Are
Grub
they,
go out
like,
of business
super
like
I mean,
really
by
quick?
the end of the same year.
I would go to Fry's just to buy that.
Gamer Grub? I never ate it deliberately. What was the gamer drink that they were...
Balls.
I forgot the gamer drink.
No. But Yay for Anime also sells balls.
It's I let myself have a bottle.
Yeah.
Like once a convention.
Oh, the
And feel my heart
BALLZ?
palpitations.
BAWLZ.
God, I remember when that was like the first
I don't
real
think I've had
energy
this.
drink, like
Yeah.
before Monster was ever a thing.
Like right around when like it was Jolt Cola and balls.
Yeah.
Yes, and Surge.
Wait, this is an energy
I
drink?
love Surge. Surge
Yeah.
was my favorite.
Before like energy drink was a type. Before Red Bull made it a genre
Yeah.
of drink. It was just highly caffeinated soda.
Yeah, Surge was really cool. It was like
Oh,
green.
Surge I like.
Is
And
it
then
a lot
there
of
was,
sugar? It does not taste like a lot of sugar.
There's 2 grams in this entire packet. For not being a sweet thing. Like, it's
Yeah.
weird.
You like Surge? Did you ever have N?
N?
That was 7-Up's like Surge energy drink they had for a while, and it was called
Like,
N.
literally just the letter N?
Yeah, it was N.
It wasn't
I
like
remember
N2?
DNL.
It
Like
might have been
nitrous?
I just remember it.
Or
It
no,
was
that's
put out. It was
NO2.
put out by 7-Up. It was green,
Yeah.
just like Surge.
Just like
was.
Surge. I remember in high school when Surge came out, there was a like Surge representative who came to my high school to hand out like cans and cans and cans to the high school kids to try and
You like Surge?
yeah. And we're like free soda, yeah, okay, I'm
Oh my
there.
God.
It
Yeah.
was like
Nobody slept for a week.
Teen apocalypse.
That reminds me of at Comic-Con, there was a truck where they were handing out, like, when Coffee Monster was new. And they just had a whole huge truck, and they were just handing it out to the Comic-Con attendees on the street. It's huge can. Loco Moco. And, like, oh, it was great. It was so good.
The girls in the Red Bull backpacks are my best friend at any convention I go to.
Yeah.
I'm just like, please, please, please. And they see, like my backpack that I have. Oh, free cosplay pair. Here, let's just, how many can you hold? I'm like, yes, give me more of those. I'll take
I don't
5.
need this duct tape. Yeah, I remember when I was working the clubs in Austin, they would come down, the promo girls would come around, and I could usually get a can or two, and that's, I mean, free Red Bull is a gift.
Yes.
It's true.
Caitlin, you went back for more on those pizza
I
Pockies.
like them.
They're growing on me.
I like
All right,
crunchy things.
Save
so
room
I
for
like snacking.
save room for sweet corn pretz.
Okay, here
I'm
we go.
very excited about
Yeah.
these. I like sweet corn flavored things. From
Now that I know
not
that-
America.
Now that I know they're supposed to be savory, I feel much more confident about these.
Well, this one will kind of move in a different direction. Still as advertised, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unrelated, I'm sad to report that you cannot get Gamer Grub anymore.
I thought it was done already.
I would be surprised if you could.
It's all currently unavailable on Amazon.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if you could. But you can get Surge.
Yes, you can.
You can get Surge.
Oh, yeah, you can buy Surge on Amazon.
Yeah, somebody bought out the licensing for it away from
It's a small. Do you want bigger?
Coca-Cola. I'm excited about these.
I already like sweet corn stuff.
Yeah.
So
I'm a fan of
It
corn.
smells like...
I like the sweet corn balls.
Yes, yeah. And
Yeah.
100%.
The Asians.
Ding.
Dang it!
Yeah, get that bean.
Save it so that you can have something nice to eat after your bean.
Yeah, I'm going to take a bean first.
Dang it!
These are exactly what I wanted.
Like the little crunchy ones that have the texture of like a Cheeto. Is that the one? Yeah,
I like that.
with the blue
With
wrapper.
the blue wrapper, and it just says sweet corn across
Yes,
the front.
sweet
I like that these aren't as overpowering as the pizza ones. The pizza
Yeah.
is an intense
I
flavor.
like these.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, but I
That's
could definitely
because these are like
I could
90%
definitely eat the
butter.
sweet corn and be okay.
Another
Hold
one.
on.
All right, hold on. We gotta videotape this in case it goes bad. Videotape, not
I
photo dummy.
was really hoping...
What color is that?
I have no idea. I haven't looked.
It is a
Oh.
color.
It is
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh,
This
no.
could be great.
You know,
Could be
I was
terrible.
really hoping I could get through the rest of this month without
Oh, no.
messing up. But
nope.
no.
Nope.
You almost just did it again.
Yeah.
We've got 2 more shows after this.
All right, here I go.
Go for it.
Make sure it gets nice and juicy in the mask.
I think it's pina colada.
All right. All right. So
So,
far,
so I
no,
still lose.
so far, no bad flavors.
All right.
We're doing okay.
You're doing okay, kids.
We still have Steph and Hector who are not on the board yet, though. So we'll see. Yeah, I like everyone looks weird at the sweet corn, but I honestly think it's pretty
I
good.
like this. I like
I
sweet
love
corn.
I love
sweet
it.
corn.
I
I'm
want
into
more
it.
of
It's good.
these.
Those
I
are
want
really-
It's really good.
And having worked the same convention Saboten last year, this year people went for it. Like last year, it was one of the last boxes that are like, all right, I guess I'll try it if it's 2 for $5.
Yeah.
But yeah, now they're after it. They're
Do you
for
guys
it.
sell out like of all
Everything.
Food? Oh,
Yeah, over 1,000 drinks. How much Pocky was it? Probably over 500 individual
Is
boxes.
there a bunch of other?
We took 2 minivans full of product, and left with 1 box.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hot.
No,
Well,
people
it-
love this
gangbusters.
booth.
Yeah,
People
do
love
these-
the snacks. They're
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. Do these people not have access to the snacks around them?
They probably have more access than they realize, but also you're at the convention. And
That's,
it is
it's a convenience at that point.
And it's
Yeah.
also like the only all right, come on, Lilith. You're killing me
I feel
today.
like it's the only place to actually get that stuff while you're at the convention.
yeah.
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 Without bringing it yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one else sells it there, and it's cheaper than the con food.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Like, granted, it's all
Then
snack
that makes
food.
more sense.
Yeah.
It's all salt and
like-
sugar.
I'm all thinking Comic-Con. I I went to Daiso and bought snacks before I even went to Comic-Con.
Every
and that's
convention
what I
go
go
to.
to.
Could you imagine, like, if someone had a Daiso booth in the middle of Comic-Con,
Oh,
just
yeah,
all the
yeah,
snacks with reasonable prices?
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
true.
Yay for Anime is.
$3 a box for Pocky. $3 for the regular Ramune bottles.
Yeah.
Like it's all reasonably priced, and
Yeah.
it just goes through. We sold out of
So interesting.
a lot of big stuff. We had melon bread that went by the second day, midway through the second day.
That sounds good.
So
Yeah.
Can you
good.
get that again?
I'm gonna try.
Save some.
I'm gonna try
I want
if
to
they
try
can
it.
get more.
I forgot where I went to get melon pon. I don't remember, but it's so good.
Yeah. All right. Now, for the for the mochi, we have 3 or 4 flavors.
Mango, peach, and pineapple.
3 flavors. So
I want
we're not
pineapple.
all
I
gonna
want mango.
taste the same,
I want mango.
which is going to be unfortunate. But I would like pineapple if we could figure that out.
I mean,
So-
I don't have to eat the whole thing. We could go half season pull.
Granted, yeah, but I mean, there's only 2 in there. There's 5 of us.
What?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I mean,
Oh,
so one of those flavors has got 4, but
there's-
go ahead,
I volunteer for the
Yeah.
mango.
go ahead, open that up, and we'll start trying to figure out what could be what based on its coloring.
I'll eat any of them because
All right, give Caitlin all the peach.
All right.
I like peach. But, I mean, by all means.
I mean,
Peaches are delicious. They come from a can. They were put there by a man.
I'm assuming
In a
that's...
factory
Strawberry.
downtown.
actually, all of the peach, there is more of
Looks like
peach
it
than
looks like
anything.
there's 4 peaches, 2 mangoes, and 2 strawberries.
Okay.
I thought there was 2 of each.
Well, I mean,
3 flavors
in
and
the row.
8 pieces. Here, I will take.
Get that mochi.
So, again, fun fact from Caitlin.
Okay. Teach us about mochi.
Mochi is the outside.
Mm-hmm.
The treat is daifuku. So daifuku is mochi wrapped around something. Mochi ice cream. That's what everybody always calls it. Just it's mochi. It's like no, what you're thinking of is mochi ice cream.
But there is there is mochi that you don't have to keep refrigerated.
Right, and that's just the paste. It has nothing in it. Usually if it's daifuku and has something inside of it, then
Okay.
you need to keep it refrigerated because whatever's inside of it that needs to be refrigerated. The actual rice goo is not a problem.
Steph's got kind of a smile on her face, I think. Yeah.
Can confirm the strawberry is delicious.
Yeah.
I like this.
Right on.
Oh, the mango is real good.
Yeah. Nice. All right. Well, $7. You can get your own pack. 2 for $12. As I just keep hustling this booth that I make no additional money from. But it's family.
Yeah.
They do well. Then better Christmas presents for me.
I love how it's so soft.
Right.
They're
Yeah,
like little
I-
fruit pillows.
I think it did come out of the freezer just in time. Yeah. Ooh. Hector's just really.
In there.
I'm trying to think of a PG way to explain it, but
If I wasn't so chewing, I would have made a trickle down economics joke.
Man. Oh, that was good.
for Hector, the camera panned to a window.
Hand to a window.
There we go. All right, you guys talk while I eat this. I really want it.
Eat it, eat
the
it.
look of
Yeah,
euphoria
no,
on
eat,
Hector's
eat.
face.
This is so good.
It's interesting
Right?
because
It's so good.
a lot of times, like traditional daifuku is no flavored mochi wrapped around red bean paste.
Yeah.
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 I'm a
And
fan
what's-
of the red bean.
I
paste.
love red bean paste. I love it super
red
much.
bean paste
And what
is
I
really
think is
good.
interesting is that they make this like fruit inside the same texture quality
Yeah, like-
as the red bean paste.
Oh, it is red bean paste. It's just flavored.
Oh.
But it's
Still delicious.
not red bean paste.
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
colored. Is it really?
Yeah, fruit
Fruit-flavored
flavored bean
red-
paste.
Yeah.
Oh, fruit flavored bean paste.
Oh, all right. So maybe not red bean, but it is still.
It is a bean product.
Kidney beans.
Oh, that
I-
is red beans.
Your favorite kind of
Yeah.
beans,
no,
Steph?
but if
I
you-
like kidney beans.
If you wipe off the outside of a kidney bean, it's white on the
Oh, yeah,
inside.
no, I know that. 'Cause-
Remember
All
we
right.
had a joke we would put kidney beans in the bean jar?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and now we're eating kidney beans.
You know what? I feel totally comfortable. I'm going to take a bean so I can curse.
Do it.
Do it.
Okay.
Fart. Yes, this is so good.
Hop
They're
in there, sailor.
delicious.
Now I'm wishing I didn't finish it before the bean.
Oh,
They're so good.
Womp womp. Oh man.
You're wearing a white shirt.
No. Oh yeah, I'm wearing a white shirt.
Oh, this makes me so happy. I am very much going to buy more.
The mango one was put from which one?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, the
mango ones are gone.
You killed all the mango ones, right?
Womp womp.
okay.
I got a pineapple
I
one.
think you're safe.
Oh,
I think
alright.
you're safe.
Wait,
Okay, here goes the bean.
no. That was peach. That's strawberry.
I think that's some kind of fruit. Yeah,
I
I think it's strawberry
Okay.
daiquiri.
Wait, is there
Yeah.
mango? Was there
I
4
think you're right.
flavors?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, there's 4 flavors.
I just don't know which one.
The pink
Which one did you pull?
No,
pink one is
mango, peach,
yellow.
and pineapple.
Yeah, which one?
Oh,
Did we already?
there's no mango.
Us. These
Yeah,
two, right?
yeah,
Then
those
what's
two,
the-
they're
So
gone.
then,
Wait,
what's this one
oh,
and this one?
Peach.
Guys, they're color coded.
Yeah,
So the one that I had was mango.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what flavor was the pink one?
Peach.
Yeah, I figured.
I thought you didn't want the peach.
What was
didn't want the peach,
yellow?
but
Yellow was still pineapple?
Still pineapple.
All right, yeah.
It's still good.
Oh. So which one's mango then?
The orange one.
This one?
Yeah.
It's
I've
very
never heard
good.
of it.
Which one
Is
did you
one
have,
out?
Steph?
Huh?
Which one did you have?
I had a yellow one. I thought I had pineapple.
I mean,
Yeah, that is
you-
pineapple.
You have it in front of you. I can't see the
Oh.
colors.
I had.
No, on the bag.
Oh.
Yes, you had pineapple.
Okay.
Oh, I see what you mean now. The peach.
If you want the easiest access to Daifuku year-ish
Steph.
round, because they don't always have it, Mitsuwa
Oh, did we take a
Market
picture of this?
Mitsuwa has it.
is the only one that I see it at regularly. It is technically a spring delicacy.
Right.
So they do it a lot for like festival season, so it's easier to find like the really pretty ones because they do make little like sculptures of them.
I don't know what sakura is supposed to smell like, so I can't tell if it smells
blossom?
authentic.
Floral.
Yeah. So
No,
now,
that just smells.
now I've got
That smells super
Sakura
floral.
Cola,
It smells like soap.
which is a cherry blossom cola. Does
Here
it?
we go.
Yeah.
No,
I
think it
mean,
smells
like
it
a.
smells like Crystal Pepsi
It does not.
Yeah.
I mean,
with like some
smells
Barks root
carbonated.
beer.
dig it.
Hector went for it.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's weird. This is one of those where I don't like the smell, but I like the taste.
The
Okay.
taste
Yeah.
dies
The
really
taste,
fast.
The taste
Does
is
it?
very mild and soft, but when you smell it, you're like, I'm about to drink perfume.
Yeah. Oh, mouthful of potpourri.
Because it's like carbonation, and then the carbonation instantly goes away.
It smells
And it's
really
like-
nice in my mask now, though.
Yeah.
Jordan, how'd you
goes
like it?
flat,
I liked it.
Yeah.
and then it tastes like
feel
flower
it.
water.
This one was real popular too.
It's different.
See how it softens?
So now I figured out what it is.
What is it?
There's a froofy brand of cola called Puma Cola that I used to
That
get
sounds
at
familiar.
Rocket Fizz that tastes just like this, where it's more
And
like
was
a
it-
spicy cola.
Was it also like cherry blossom flavored
No.
or okay?
Oh.
This just tastes
I'm gonna try this.
like fluffy
I'm gonna eat
cola.
one. Do you wanna have
Go
it?
for it.
Do you wanna
No,
have it?
I'm good.
All right, I'm gonna try
I'll
some.
finish it
You
if
guys
you-
keep
oh,
talking.
no, you
Yeah, no, this is really good. I like it.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
I'd buy it. I'd buy it at a con.
And Steph is going back in on another mochi. Is it
I think the
pineapple?
mochi's also fun because it's really texturally enjoyable.
It is,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know.
It's
weird.
the drink is almost gingery at first.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
Like the initial bite.
Yeah.
After I because I only took a couple of sips. After I drank the rest of it,
Yeah.
now I've got the kind of florally business going
Yeah.
on in
Yeah.
my mouth.
This is good. I'm into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on. I'm glad I still have most.
I wonder if they sell that at Mitsuwa.
No, it's incredibly hard to find.
Well, this was a new release.
in April.
So
Right.
maybe it'll start showing up places.
Oh, okay.
'Cause
I
I
had
don't
friends that-
know who makes it because the only English on it is Sakura Cola and 240 milliliters.
Because
Wow.
because Pepsi came out with a Sakura Cola, and it was limited release only to Japan. And I had a friend who
Makes
brought
sense.
it home with them from Japan, so we got to try that.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
that
keeping
is
notes
good.
of stuff I want to try to bring back
Yeah.
that we could try,
When you go to Japan.
like fruit cigarettes. I still
Fruit
want to try
cigarettes.
Wait, what?
that. They have fruit cigarettes.
They have
Do you
what?
smoke them?
Yeah.
Wait, what now? It's not candy. You smoke
No,
fruit
they're
cigarettes.
legit cigarettes, but they're fruit.
Take that, vaping.
Wow.
I really, really.
Well, they
Stephanie,
have those
these.
in Mexico.
Huh?
You know they have those in Mexico.
Well, they have fruity
They have
cigarettes.
like apple ones. They had like apple ones and
These are the
strawberry
same
ones.
as like what you're talking about, Hector.
I asked my roommate at the time for a pack, but they smoked them before.
Oh no. Yeah,
I was like, "Come on, guys! I just wanted one."
Steph,
just
text
wanted
me
to
when
try.
you get there. Tell me how much it is, and I'll Venmo you
Yeah.
immediately to bring me home a pack.
I need to
sounds
buy a
interesting.
ticket.
You should go.
Oh man, this is a good day for snacks.
It's
It is. This is a
Yeah.
good
For
snack
snack.
day. This
Yeah.
is not a weird
Oh.
snack day. It's a good snack day.
Yeah.
Celebrate the
Mochi
snacks.
is yummy.
Though I almost bought you guys more weird beans to add to the nightmare fuel.
Oh, what weird beans did you
So,
see?
Black.
The
They're
5 and
African-American.
under or 5 and below store in Mira Mesa.
Okay.
I haven't seen a 5 and below in close to a decade. Just opened. And I walked in there. I hadn't been in one in a really long time. And they had like a candy section. And I'm like, well, fat kid loves candy. Let's go see what we can get.
All right.
And I walk in there and there's an entire wall of just jelly beans.
What?
And so they had Krispy Kreme jelly bean set.
Interesting. I feel like I've seen
So
those at
it's like-
Ross.
Right. No, that's exactly
Right?
it. It's like Ross candy.
Okay.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
That's where the cocktail beans came
Yes.
But they had the cocktail
Yes.
beans.
Yeah.
They had the Birdie Bots. They didn't have the specific Harry Potter themed ones, but they
Yeah.
had the like the Bean Boozled.
Bean Boozled, yeah.
Yeah.
They had champagne beans. They had beer beans. Those are the ones that I were going to pick up
Okay.
because I'm 90% sure they were going to be awful.
Yeah, I don't see that going well.
I don't see it. Yeah.
No.
But they also, what was the other weird one that they had? That was like an entire package of just this one kind of bean. I'm like, I don't want to eat more than 2 of those, so I definitely don't want to
Yeah.
spend $3 for an entire package of one.
It just says man.
Yeah.
You mentioned Krispy Kreme, and I did a thing to myself that I kind of did for the purpose of talking about it on the podcast, but then never talked about it on the podcast. So, if anyone remembers, I think this was August. So this was a month ago. Krispy Kreme had a Reese's donut.
Okay.
Ooh.
I feel like I heard about it, but I didn't bother trying.
Yeah, they had a Reese's peanut butter donut and like a Reese's chocolate donut, and both of them kind of have like the accent of the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like one was a donut and the other one was a Long John. And so I got it because I wanted a donut at the time, and this was right before my nephew's birthday. So I was in Claremont.
So you were craving a donut and you went to Krispy Kreme.
Yeah, that was my first mistake.
Yep.
Because
Yep.
I am not a Krispy Kreme fan.
Neither
I
am
do
I.
not think that they are
Soulless
the cat's
donuts.
meow like everyone gets real hot for.
I like watching them because I'm a total nerd for like automation.
Yeah.
So like
You hear the song, dun, 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 like it's
That's a song?
yeah.
Yeah.
Krispy Kreme has a song?
No.
No.
I mean,
whatever the
automation song.
Yeah,
The song that's the
I think it
world of
opened-
tomorrow.
I think it opens Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yes.
It was in
Yeah.
the Chips Ahoy commercial.
That too.
Dun, dun, dun,
No.
dun,
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 dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun,
And
dun.
moving on. So what happened?
Yeah,
to
so
Krispy
what?
So
Kreme?
what happened with this donut?
I don't know because I blacked out for about 5 minutes.
It sounds like what happened
Sugar
to your Krispy
coma.
Kreme donut.
It was so insanely like sugary and intense.
So is that how you lost your foot?
Yeah,
What are
I'm glad you noticed.
Isn't the saying like a dozen of the Krispy Kreme donuts is equivalent to like one giant cake? I feel like I've heard.
I'm
someone-
going to consult the oracle.
Yeah, I feel like someone said that before.
At first, I would say
I
like,
can
yeah,
believe
of
it.
course,
Yeah.
12 donuts would equal a cake. But then you think about like, well, their donuts are awfully airy. They don't make like the cake batter donuts.
No.
No.
Like, so then I guess if you compacted a dozen Krispy Kreme donuts and essentially kind of squished the air out, and to be fair, did it to a cake, you would have a very disproportionate amount of each.
So
Yeah.
what is it about California and y'all having great donuts out here? Because when I moved
Don't
here
get me
15
wrong.
years ago, I can count on one hand how many times I've gone to Krispy Kreme. because there's all these great like mom and pop
Oh yeah.
corner places.
Peterson's.
With
Peterson's
great
donuts and
Why are-
shit.
There's a
I've
place up in Escondido.
That's Peterson's. I've foregone a birthday cake to have somebody take me to Peterson's.
Oh, and you made the right choice that year.
I did.
What is going on with the West Coast and y'all's bomb donuts? Like, I don't get
The
it.
East Coast got
We get
bagels, so
weird.
we got to make it up somehow.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. Like, we have some pretty good bagels out here. I had a buddy of ours was driving. They left California and they were
decided
moving to Ohio.
Then they're going to have donuts in every state on the way.
And they stopped at a gas station in like
Oh.
the Midwest somewhere.
Oh no.
And they walked up and they were like, "Hi, I was wondering, do you have any bagels?" And the guy looked at him and said, "We don't serve Jew food here."
Oh.
And he was like, I'm going to go, and left, and realized very quickly he's not living in California anymore.
I had a very, very similar experience. Now, I would like permission
Go for
to
it.
say a word without repercussion. I'm going to drop the Q word. Now,
Okay.
this
That's
is
fair because this is a
offensive-
learning process.
It's offensive to some,
Okay.
and you know, the audience, and everything. It's not something you can
You okay?
necessarily say on television.
Quilt.
Okay.
Yes. Me and a buddy of mine, we were driving from Austin out to here.
Oh.
Now, in Austin, I never really had much of an issue.
How did I know this is going to be a Texas story?
Oh.
You know what's funny? Speaking
It's
of
always
Texas,
a Texas
there's,
story.
There's a what is it? A city in Texas called Humble, and I was like, really?
I mean, it's
Humboldt?
perspective.
It just made
Yeah.
me laugh because it was Humble, Texas, and I was like,
Yeah.
that's not true.
It's a perspective. They think
That's
so.
also true.
So
we also have White Settlement.
They also have a San Diego.
I feel like that should be an
true.
That's
Oklahoma thing.
legit.
Yeah.
White Settlement, Texas, and I was like, this is not a real address. And then I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
sure
it
is.
is.
Yeah.
So me and him, we are deep into mid-Texas, driving out. Like we are still within the very insanely stupid large state.
God, it's so
And it's me and him. He's actor, so get like a actor look in your head. And we're
Brad
just
Pitt.
driving halfway across the country in tank tops and jeans because it is hot, and that's just what you do.
So
Anyway,
you're just Sam and Dean.
so we're just Sam and Deaning it up. All right, so we go to a gas station to fill up. And we pull up. He goes in to get some smokes or something, and I'm filling up. And the pump next to us, not like in line, but like on the other side,
Yeah.
is this big Ford truck
Uh,
with two straight up cowboys in it. So at this point, like in my late 20s, I very much have an eye for picking out people who may be an issue. So I am just keep my head down, pumping my gas. So as my buddy comes out, one of them kind of calls out to him. He says, "Where y'all from?" Like, "Oh, we're Austin. We're going out to Los Angeles." And he says, like, there's no follow-up like, "Oh, that's cool." He says, "Y'all boys queer?"
Jesus.
And not in that like, "Hey,
danger, danger,
are
danger,
you,
danger.
are you also of a open-minded, perhaps sexually ambiguous kind of lifestyle?" No. He was trying to, I don't know, find a hate crime.
Decided if he needed to curb stomp you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jesus.
Yeah. So, I mean, the two of us are cis straight, so we're like, no. And very much like, let's get in the car and get out of here before they decide that doesn't matter anymore because we are from Austin,
Yeah.
the liberal center of, the only liberal spot in Texas, to L.A., the other liberal farting mecca. Ah, shit. Damn it. I only had permission for one. All right. And then just get out of there.
Time.
Yeah.
What was
Just-
your exclamation after you said the word? Does that count too?
The F-bomb I just dropped?
You said the F-bomb, then you said, oh, S after.
No, I pulled back. I did not say the whole word.
No, I
Being
did
police, you
not.
can follow up with it if I allow it in editing, but I deliberately pulled back because I did almost say it. Man, I hope this isn't. I don't deserve it for this.
Oh.
The lesson, children, is that if you're from California, be wary
Don't go
when
to
you're
Texas.
traveling through
All right.
the middle of the country.
Oh no, my entire family lives in Texas.
Oh.
Eat it.
Yes, ma'am.
That's right.
Trying to
Get on it, boy.
I'm okay.
All
I'm
right,
okay.
good.
Another fruity
Colada?
flavor.
So
I don't know. They're starting to taste the same to me.
Right?
Yeah.
Sugar, vaguely sugary.
You know, I think it was
Sugar.
pina colada.
To circle back, because I consulted the Oracle.
yes.
One Krispy Kreme donut,
Oh,
Yes.
A single.
a single donut, has 10 grams
Wow.
of sugar in it.
Whoa.
That is over 2 tablespoons of sugar per donut. Moving on.
No wonder I felt sick after those two. And that's just the standard, like, glazed.
Yeah, that is just a standard glazed
Yeah.
Krispy Kreme
Now,
donut.
now,
It's a
ima-
diabetic coma.
stack this Reese's concoction that I
Oh.
had. Oh, my stomach was hurting for at least an hour.
Oh boy.
Yeah. But it was a gimmick, and we do things for a bit, and it
It's
seemed
true.
like, here's the thing I could bring back. I think I have a photo of it because that's how much I planned on posting it.
Yeah.
But after eating it and then going into the party, I'm like, I really don't feel good.
I had kind
bad.
of a moment like that on Saturday,
Well, like a moment like
Yeah.
what?
where you eat too
Regretted?
much of something and
Okay.
kind of regretted eating
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
What'd you have?
Okay, so I went to Winco, and I love Winco because it's basically Costco size,
But you don't.
food for less prices, bulk like.
Yeah.
Where
Sprouts.
is there a Winco out
Where's
here?
this?
San Marcos?
San Marcos.
Winco is a very like Midwest.
I love
Yeah.
There's
Winco.
like 3 up north where I
Yeah.
live. So
Really?
Yeah.
I will drive to Winco for how much you save on groceries
my
versus
God.
going to a Vons.
First we get Aldi's, now we got Wincos. We got all the
Good shoot. I like how by the end of the word, you knew you were too far gone, and that punishment was coming.
There's so many Aldi now. Aldi's.
I don't know what you were talking
Yeah,
about.
one in
honestly.
Hermes.
Aldi.
right?
Yeah, yeah. Aldi is basically.
That's the one I
it's
told
another
you.
like organic.
Okay.
It's like a fresh and easy, but
Yeah, it used to be Fresh and Easy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which I miss kind of Fresh and Easy because you take that. Because it used to be like the single kids paradise because you could just go get halfway decent stuff and
Yeah,
it's
enough for you.
Pre-prepared food.
Yeah.
I didn't even look at it.
Choo 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 choo. Num 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 num. Uh-oh. It's going bad. Wait. Nope. Yep. Going bad. Going bad. Oh, she don't want it. She don't want it.
It's like moldy cheese or rotten egg.
Spoiled milk.
I don't know what it is.
Dirty socks.
Swallow it. Swallow it. Be a champion.
Try it.
Yeah, it's tough, right? When it's so bad, it's tough to force down.
Especially
But
if
it's not like dog food.
Drink that
right?
White Claw.
Like you know,
Wow.
it's
They're-
not an obvious taste.
They're the
right?
bad ones you can handle.
It was very salty.
Was that
I think you can tell when you realize it's
This
bigger.
is.
I didn't know. It was just like.
tasted slimy?
It's the odd
But at
taste
first it was
of.
kind of spicy, so it was like, oh, maybe this is something nice. And then I'm like, why is it salty?
It's the worst.
I'm just gonna keep drinking
I'm
my
so
White Claw
sorry.
like a basic bee.
Oh no, but I went to
Worth it.
Winco and I was getting. They had a bunch of Halloween candy,
Nice.
right? So I got my beloved candy corn pumpkin.
Yeah,
Right?
I love pumpkins.
So
That
they
was the
have
first
them.
mistake.
No, I love those. Those are so good. It's
You are
just you need
outnumbered
to
here, sir.
like.
You are, sir.
Back up.
You just need to know when's your limit on eating them, and I didn't
Yeah.
stop.
3.
Oh,
None.
No.
Ooh.
3? No, I can't stop at 3. 3 is,
Yeah.
3 is to start.
So
3, give it some time. And 3, it's kind of like edibles. You can't do them all at once.
I feel in a serving, I'll hit 5 to
15.
7 maybe.
Bags.
My teeth cannot handle that.
yeah, so
No.
Oh, and
So-
I am like deliberately teething it because I chew them in half with my front teeth, so just grinding it on my enamel.
yeah, I am. What is it? So like at Winco, they have different like plastic bags you could fill because it's bulk candy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Wait, so how many marshmallows or how many? Can I have some? Is what I'm getting at.
no, because there's no more. I ate them all. That's what I mean.
Oh,
So they had
5
they
pounds.
had like no, not even.
Okay.
I had like So, like, they have 2 bags, and one of them is probably, like, the plastic bag is as big as this book.
Okay.
So I'm
Yeah.
assuming, like...
So it could be a pound, half a pound to
Yeah.
a pound.
I
Yeah.
only filled it up till here.
Okay.
So
Okay.
just
So-
imagine that much
So-
of, like...
Steph is doing spatial work again on
Yeah.
the podcast.
I don't know. I want to say there was at least 50
Wait,
in there.
Show me again.
It's like
40?
a quarter pound.
50? That's... what
1/4, like this much of this bag.
what you're
Is
showing is
what
not-
you ate or what was
Is
left?
what I bought.
And she ate it all.
And you ate it all.
And I ate it all.
All right, I would say
not a
that's like
lot.
25.
I
Yeah.
mean,
That
it
could
was
be 25.
25 too much. Because,
No, it was 20 too much.
okay. Because
Maybe 18 too much.
how I eat them... What were we doing? I think I was watching the movie
Greta.
Greta.
Okay.
And how I eat those... I liked it.
I don't know what it. I've heard.
Oh,
of
she wasn't
Chloe-
judging you.
Chloe Moretz.
Chloe Moretz.
Oh.
It's like a suspense...
Oh, that's why I haven't heard of it.
Suspense horror, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
I like
About-
horror, but
There's a she's just a girl in I forget where she's. I must just say Jersey.
world?
I don't know. She's just
Jersey?
That's all that we'll let her be.
Yeah, it's just she's a Chloe Moretz is a girl in Jersey. She's
White
just
Jersey.
staying there for the first time.
Things happen in
And-
Jersey.
Yeah.
She's on the subway and there's a bag that was left on a chair.
Oh.
So
and the
she
bag
sees
is like
the
a
bag
rich lady.
and she gives it back to. She takes it home to who it belongs to.
It's New York.
No, New York. Sorry.
Yep.
Takes it to who it belongs to, and it's a French lady. And the lady is super appreciative.
Jordan, how
Thank
does
you
that
for
sound?
finding my bag with my
How do the
stuff.
French people sound?
Yeah, so she does that, and then later on, this is all in the trailer, so this isn't a spoiler. She they start to build this bond because she's just like, oh my god, this is a nice French lady, and she's really sweet. And then she gets asked to get candles in a cupboard, and when she opens up the cupboard, there's bags. That same bag.
Oh, she's
And there's a stash of
lures.
6 bags, and on the back of it is a sticky note of a phone number and a name. So she's just been planting bags on the subway to find
lure
a
people in.
nice person who will bring it back and then do whatever with.
the story.
Yeah.
All right, I'm down.
Yeah,
that sounds like
I-
something I would watch.
So I'm freaking out and I'm watching this and I'm eating my pumpkins.
Okay.
Oh, that's why, because they're the same general shape and consistency
Of the
bag. That's
Right.
your main mistake.
So how
Get
I
you some
eat
skinny pop instead.
so how I eat my little pumpkins is I like to
Handfuls.
Bite, I like to bite. No, I eat them one by one. I don't
same.
eat more.
Same.
And I like to bite the stem off,
Okay.
and then bite them in little pieces, and then chew.
Okay.
That's the food that I will actually chew and not swallow big pieces.
I hope
Most
that
of the
you
time,
chew
I
most
don't
your
chew a
food.
lot.
She does not chew
I
a
don't
lot.
chew a lot.
I feel that's dangerous.
She chews
I know,
like
it's
3
not-
times and then swallows, and then she
Because
not
goes,
honestly, sometimes I don't even notice it happening. It's just I'm talking, I'm chewing, and then all of a sudden
But you're, like-
swallow.
You're not from a big family, right?
No.
Yeah, I don't know what this necessity to eat quickly is.
I don't know, it just kind of happens.
she does not eat quickly.
Yeah,
Oh.
and then I start to get chest
Huh.
pains because I didn't.
Because you didn't chew, and now you're
Yeah.
forcing these big clumps of food down your esophagus.
Open your mouth. you might be a ball python.
I don't know. It's weird.
Because then, if you're hurting after you eat that, it's because you're not resting. You need to find a warm rock.
It's foods, though I've noticed. If I'm going to town on like chicken nuggets and rice, I'll realize I'm not chewing, and then I start choking. Or chicken sandwiches, same thing happens.
Hang on, you have to back up because Caitlin looks really confused.
Yeah, like high school chicken sandwiches where there's nothing on it but the patty and the bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll like chew that, not even realize I'm chewing, and then just swallow.
I'm
And the next thing you know, I'm
genuinely
sitting there like-
concerned for you.
Everyone, I'd like to take this moment to recognize that we have now found a new layer on Steph.
Yeah, I don't
We
chew my
started with
food.
the inside close and the outside close, and now we're to the fact that you
Don't
forget to
chew.
chew your
Yeah,
food.
I know. It kind of just happens. Like eating this, I actually like savored and chewed it slow.
I hope so.
Yeah,
it's delicious.
But like these,
But also,
I mean,
you can't
I
swallow it
don't know.
immediately, or else you just die with it.
Yeah, so like kind of happens, and then it's when I chew too much where I'm just like, now I'm tired of chewing.
No, this girl, she makes fun of me for how much I chew my food.
He chews till like 20 bites, and I even try to do it. I was
Enjoying it.
yeah, because I'll try to do it, and it'll be like, I get to like 10 seconds, or I'm just like, and it's already sliding down my throat. Like, it's just not
You're
happening.
chewing slow.
So Steph, all food to Steph is just bubble yum gum.
Yep.
Like, it's weird. Like, I don't have, like,
I thought honestly, I thought that was going to go over better.
Yeah.
like, example, you know how some people, they can't take, like, pills? Like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
like-
have no problem. I don't need water. I just swallow.
All right, Dr. House.
Oh.
Like those giant,
like the big horse
Tylenol-
pills. Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
Tylenol pills? Yeah, I've doubled on those. One gulp, no problem.
Whoa.
It's fine.
That's
Yep,
intense.
definitely part snake.
It's horrible because sometimes I'll admit, like when I go to the dentist, horrible gag reflex. Every time they try to do that freaking X-ray,
Yeah.
I'm like already pushing out take your picture,
Yeah.
take it out because I can't do it.
Maybe it's not your mouth, but maybe it's your tongue that gets bored. Maybe your tongue's like, no, I'm done, and just shoves it to the back
I
of
heard I
your
have
throat.
a perfect tongue for piercing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Friday 13th.
Yeah.
Go get your Friday 13th special.
Yeah,
Go
we'll
get some
cruise
piercing.
down to Jade Buddha and put a hole in it.
Yeah.
You know that'd be really fun to do, but
should
I'm
get, like,
afraid it
sna-
would change
You should get,
like how I
snake
talk.
eyes.
Or if I would have the like.
It is like the fastest healing body part. So
Yeah.
if you ever like, I don't feel
Change
this
your mind.
anymore, just take it out and it'll just whoop heal over.
My problem is
Yep.
I want to get it done really, really badly, but I talk for a living.
That's me
On
too.
the
And I'm always
phone.
like this. Ah! And I just feel like it'd be a problem.
I don't know what that came from.
Just a pro tip. Pro customer
Guys.
service tip from somebody who's
Like,
been
I'm
doing it for a
always
decade.
Like, what?
Don't do that to
And now I have another brick to
problem.
fix.
It's not an
Yeah.
appropriate customer service
Whenever you
experience.
feel yourself
Wow.
about to yell, move away from the mic.
So sorry.
Just
But yeah,
so
I always
many.
have those
You got no room
moments.
to talk.
I know I don't.
Because I think one of the piercings I used to want was I wanted the snake eyes. For the tip.
Just the
Because it's
tip.
just like two little dots.
Two little
Wait,
dots.
you want snake eyes on your...
Yeah, on the tongue.
No,
It's just a
I think
tiny
like-
little bar that
yeah,
goes on
there's
the
a
tip,
bar-
and it
there's
makes
a bar
two
through the-
little...
go across.
Right,
Yeah.
but that goes through the main like nerve at the tip of your tongue where all of like
That
the
seems
good flavors
shady.
are.
Yeah, see, that's why I don't know. There's
Nothing
a lot
will
of
be
things.
sweet anymore. It'll be lame.
I also heard about like if they hit the wrong nerve, you can go dumb or something like that.
We've also established that Steph's
Dumb?
taste buds
And
are
vaccines cause autism. Let's move on.
I mean, that's what I've heard.
We've all heard myths like that.
Well,
Yeah, I don't know.
I've heard,
I feel
I've heard
like-
that specific myth on essentially any part of the face to get pierced.
Yeah.
Like, oh, if
Yeah,
they
I've
pierce your
even
ear
heard it on
wrong,
the ear.
they'll paralyze half your face.
Yeah, you'll go deaf or something like that.
No.
If
I mean,
pierce
you will
so
lose
too long, your
hearing
hands will get
depending
hairy.
on where you pierce your ears. It is minute, but you do lose hearing.
That's happening every day anyway.
Well,
Right.
yeah, mood, but it's because you're basically your ears are a funnel and a very specific
messing with the airflow.
funnel.
I love the journey we went on because we were talking about all these
Donuts.
all these great stores that are opening up now, and then all of a sudden we got to like,
Remember how we started with Spaceballs?
Oh yeah.
oh yeah.
Welcome to the podcast, Hector. This is every
You
time.
said you
I'm just
listened.
gonna throw
Ridiculous
in
conversation.
a throwback to the stores thing. California will have it made when we get a Wawa.
Oh.
Oh,
Not a Wawa
A
burger,
Wawa.
right?
No.
I've only been
Wawa.
to like a one or two Wawas in my life.
It's
What
like
is a
feel like
AM,
Wawa?
PM,
Yeah.
like on steroids. It's amazing.
So
This
7-Eleven.
doesn't exist.
No.
Yeah, thank you. 7-Eleven over AM PM, yeah?
Nope. Better than 7-Eleven.
But 7-Eleven over AM PM, yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
Nowadays.
I'm hearing
Their
yes.
burgers are better.
Thank you. Thank you.
Actually
All right,
true.
one food does not
AMPM
make them superior.
AMPM's like hot grab and go is better than 7-Eleven's grab and go.
But- True.
Everything else at 7-Eleven is better than AMPM's, and I don't have to pay an extra dumb debit card surcharge
Also true. Yeah, that's true.
that-
if I go
That
and buy
50
gas
cents.
outside and then come inside and buy
I don't buy 7-Eleven gas.
my knockoff McRib. I don't want to pay those 35 cents at both
Has anyone
places.
tried that waffle sausage sandwich at 7-Eleven?
Yes.
What now?
It taunts me.
I've eaten it repeatedly.
It taunts me. Is it good?
You have to get it
Fresh.
when it's fresh. Because the moment
You can get a lot of their stuff when
How
it's
can you
fresh.
tell though? It's in the box.
You
look at the box, because the oil from it will seep out of the corners.
Okay.
So if the
okay.
corners are
Or
kind
if
of
you freshly
see-through,
watch him put it there, then you're buying that.
Sure.
they are.
Yep.
It's on point. Like it's
Okay.
pretty
Yeah.
Yeah.
good.
Like after the pizza last week, I can feel my defenses kind of weakening just a little bit. Like, oh well, if this was good, then maybe other are good.
Only fresh 7-Eleven stuff is good. If it's been sitting there, it's ugh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
tell too.
Yeah.
It just looks off, like how they have those little tiny
Yeah.
tacos.
I
When they've been
personally-
sitting for a while, you know.
when I discovered like what real like I got confused because the first taquitos I ever had were from 7-Eleven.
Oh,
And then I moved out
mine
here,
were-
and then I ordered
that's
real
why.
taquitos. And
Oh,
so
okay.
far, my experience has
Yeah.
been order the real thing, and you'll like it better.
Yeah.
I
Mine
didn't.
was
They
Circle
handed me
K.
these crunchy rolled tacos. And
Yeah.
I ordered taquitos,
Yeah.
and I was like, "This isn't. I don't like this." Then I discovered. Y'all ever had flautas?
Oh, okay, yeah, that's
I
sort of-
haven't actually.
Flautas are taquitos made with flour tortillas
Yeah.
instead
Okay.
of
Then
corn,
fried, right?
and then fried, and they're soft.
Oh,
They're the
all right.
real
I'm
Mexican
listening.
food equivalent of the 7-Eleven taquitos. So it's all the softness and the taste
Yeah.
of a 7-Eleven taquito, but with real Mexican flavor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the problem is, it's rare. You have to ask.
Yes.
They don't have it at every Mexican food place in San Diego.
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
You have to look on the menu, and sometimes like you'll have to just ask them there if you don't see it on the menu, and because it's rare, and you buy them in threes, and they're so good. And I don't know why they don't sell them everywhere.
Or if you are a soccer mom gringa, you can go to Costco and buy a package of 50 of them.
Uh-oh.
Yo
I
quiero ahora.
There's two pack.
Now.
There's two separate sides. Each
love
side holds
Costco.
25. I have had days.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I've not had. I didn't know what they were either.
You gotta get them.
They're bigger too. Like whereas like taquitos are like small. Like their flautas are.
Oh, okay.
It's like
The-
imagine
the-
like an
the
actual
thick boys.
flour tortilla, not like a street taco
Okay.
tortilla.
All right.
Mhm.
Yeah,
They're so good.
but
Like
it's the same thing. It's a
one
meat
episode,
and
y'all should get
cheese
some
and-
flautas and try them. They're
I
great.
feel like I have their
They're so good.
I know when
down,
it came
I'm
to
down for this.
taquitos, the first place I would go before was Circle K, and I like Circle K's taquitos because they're the
Something
closest
is
things to
afoot
what
at
you
the
were
Circle
saying.
K.
Because they're thick and they're not like that, like super thin, crunchy.
Yeah.
like
I don't
7-Eleven.
like the only reason I used to go to Circle K because it was the closest. There wasn't a close 7-Eleven when I lived in Mira Mesa.
Yeah.
And then they're the only like gas station convenience store that sells energy drink on tap.
What? Is it Monster?
No, it's
Amp?
I think it's Amp.
Okay.
It's either
Is that
it's
the
Amp or
Mountain Dew?
NOS.
Yeah.
But I've had like
Oh, I used to get my
so
energy
you can get the
drinks
like
there.
Fresh
the
off the tap.
the 99-cent big gulp cup.
no.
Of it.
Oh, no.
It's kind of watered down. It's not like that full like syrupy like energy
Yeah.
drink, but it's
That's
definitely
still
not
inappropriate.
like soda. But it's just like, oh, it's fine. It's
Still-
soda.
it's inappropriate.
And,
Oh.
heart palpitations later. That was not just soda.
It's like a mistake.
All right. I'm pulling up the list here.
Okay.
We're going to goof off and hit the list. But I wanted to speak to you specifically why I had Caitlin and Hector together
Oh, no.
Yay.
on the podcast. One, Hector had never been on it. I knew he'd be a good time. But because I want this moment, this experience to push the two of you to start podcasting
Yes.
together.
Yes.
No, we're doing it. Hector just bought the mic.
Yeah.
I
and
did.
he's learning how to use it, so I don't have to.
They don't know of this setup. So, yeah, you only need one person who knows what they're doing.
Exactly. I'm just gonna come and put headphones on, and we're gonna start.
We're gonna work it out. I have the
Xbox
software on my laptop.
Yeah.
and we already have a name, Dice Box Heroes,
That's right.
and we're
That's a
just
good
gonna
name.
talk about like geeky D&D stuff from like a
queer, inclusionist
inclusion
kind of-
perspective.
Yeah.
You can't tell on the podcast, but I'm kind of brown.
It's an auditory medium, so
True, they did not see that.
But yeah, no, I'm gonna reach out to a buddy of mine who's an artist and kicking some money to do a
You
design
mean
for
the
us.
one like that's on the back of his laptop?
Oh, Easy Fleas?
No, we're gonna get
Just on?
Just on.
No, that's just on
Upper
the
Minding.
artwork.
Yeah,
So
we
just
did
on,
the-
yeah, we're gonna
the
yeah.
D-Lod-
I'm friends.
the
I'm gonna get
D-Lod
Upper
art.
Minding. I'm gonna kick him some money. I gotta talk to him about a contract.
Nice.
But I'm just gonna be like, hey, this is what we want.
Yeah.
This is kind of what we're gonna do. He's a working artist. He's one of my best friends. So plan is to give him some money so that we have a cool logo, and then just start recording episodes. I'm thinking somewhere between 30 minutes to an hour, something short and sweet. You know, just
I want something that's going to be digestible in like
like a
drive.
brief commute.
yeah
Yeah.
a standard commute. Like I want something that's fun and easy, and I love being on y'all's podcast so much, and I really I wanted to have my own podcast. I wanted to be able to do this because I really enjoy this process.
Yeah.
And I realized that with the cosplay stuff, that's a visual media. I cannot. There is cosplay podcasts out there,
Sure.
but it's not the optimal outlet for that. And so it's like, what's my other love? It's tabletop role playing games. So being able to share like
All the times that
something I
Hector's
love.
made you cry at the table. I've heard stories.
yeah. Well,
Yeah,
Apparently, Hector really
he got me good.
I run some pretty.
intense games.
I do. Like, I make sure to get people's permissions first before I traumatize them. But
No, you don't. You did not ask to steal my baby away from me.
well, I mean, I just want to let everyone know it wasn't an actual baby. It is the baby of her character.
Which is like almost the same. Right? I don't have
I
kids,
agree.
but I assume.
Granted, I have been playing this character for almost 2.5 years. She is very close
That's
to
a
me.
person.
Yeah.
She's almost real people's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the way I like when people ask what kind
I
of
didn't do anything.
Steph.
I was
every time.
I leaned, and then it started to go down, and I was like, "This is not my fault."
Steph's mic is falling apart. Oh, is the stand coming undone?
Yeah, it's the
All right,
stand.
go ahead and pull it off the mic stand. Just hold
Okay.
it. We've
freewheel it like I
Yeah.
am.
yeah.
rocked the mic like Caitlin.
So for me, like whenever anybody asks, like, what kind of storyteller is Hector? I give him the best example that I possibly can of our current game, in which maybe only the second or third episode in, and we had discovered that because this is a heavy roleplay session that we've created, it's a 2-drink minimum
Yeah.
to get into character, to play a bunch of drunk nobles. This is the Borgias, this is the Medicis, this is fantasy Florence. It's bananas.
Yeah. That's what I'm going for.
Hector, how many NPCs do you have now?
Oh, okay. So I have like a Google Doc with everyone's like names and there's tags like who they are. So I'm pushing about 80.
80. So Hector plays 80 characters.
That's
most
bananas.
including every character's mom. So very early on in the
That's
game,
some Mercer level stuff.
We're still trying to get into like what the story is like and what the world is like. And at this point,
2.5 years in, you're still discovering the world.
No. This
No, we're
is
talking
early.
about
This
like
is
early
in the
sessions,
beginning.
season one.
okay.
Season 1, in beginning days, we're all easily a minimum of 4 rum and cokes in. Hector included. And then
Yeah.
we switched to white wine. And so, at this point, Hector, holding his glass of white wine, very dramatically goes, I am your mother, and I will kill you. Completely above table and completely out of character. And we're just like, oh, it's going to be that kind of game.
I was like,
Okay.
Your mother is the head of this family, and she's one of the most powerful people in the city, and she will kill you. She has 3 other children. Like, I just was so drunk. Yeah, it was, and that was pretty much everybody would be like, we'll get Hector drunk, and he'll play our mothers, and he'll yell at us.
That's just the goal
Hector
now.
plays our mothers and our fiancés and,
fiancés.
our brothers and our
And,
Your
sisters.
stolen babies.
It got to the point where like
And our
people were
stolen
like,
babies.
"Oh yay, another dinner! When are the assassins going to show up?"
Yeah.
like so,
It's just red wedding every
all the time.
Left and right.
Yeah.
Like all of our characters now are afraid to like sit down to have a nice dinner.
Yeah,
Aw.
no, they refuse to have
Everyone
dinner.
eats an armor.
They're just all like, it's not dinner. We're just getting together for some
It's
drinks
brunch.
and a snack.
It's just a snack. If we call it dinner, something will show up.
Yeah,
At
for
a
reals.
moment for when you were explaining like that he's a storyteller, because where my mind went first was, oh, are you the type that does the pre-story to the story of like what you're trying to say? And then I realized this is all D&D talk.
Yes.
Yes.
I was like, yeah, because I am a pre-story to the storyteller, where I have to tell you the pre-story before I tell you my story of what I'm about
Because
to talk about.
you need to understand the context.
You need to know the content.
Oh yeah.
We call that
Yeah.
the scenic drive of telling a
Yeah, there
story.
you
Yes.
go.
You're already ready to run your own D&D game. You have to be the kind of person that has to know the pre-story before telling the actual story.
Yeah.
Because I kind of had like everyone's parents and family in my head. Like
That is extensive.
when
I
they
don't
created their characters, I was like, okay, so you're playing this firstborn heir of a noble family. All right, you got to have like a crazy powerful mother, a somewhat sniveling spineless father, a bunch of siblings that cause you nothing but headache and get involved in causing all kinds of complications for
my
you.
God.
And that's for one character. One.
That's
Our
4 to 5
player pool is-
NPCs he's just made.
I have, okay, so you know those like digital family tree things
Yeah.
that you
Yeah.
can do?
Sure.
I have one for my game. Where it's all just everyone's characters and
Like
how
each
they're related
character,
and
each
who their
player
parents
has their
are.
own?
No.
Each
Okay.
family.
Each family has
Okay.
their
Some
own.
some player
From the same
characters are
family.
in the same family.
Okay.
It's rare. I think maybe there's only 5 or 6 people that may have a shared family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the family's built up, it is the Golden Book, which is like 500 families.
That's
So,
Yeah.
but no, it's fascinating. It's really good, and Hector is an amazing storyteller, and I'm really excited for us to start a podcast that will be both sides of the coin of his ability to be an amazing story player and my
There you
just passion
go.
for
Yeah.
doing it. And
That'll be
just-
fun.
Yeah, I might do some episodes that are like, because there's some people that run D&D that do like diaries where
Yeah.
they'll just sit at the microphone and they'll just recap what happens. There's this really great guy called Matthew Culver on YouTube who does
I know
campaign.
of that name.
Yeah, so he does like, so he'll do like one episode, which will be like kind of what we're going to do with the main podcast, which is, oh, this is D&D, this is how to play, this is the cool stuff that we've done. And then some episodes will be just him doing a campaign diary, recapping all the fun, cool stuff that happened in his game. And I might do episodes like that. And then maybe Caitlin will do ones from the perspective of her character where it's just her, and then we'll just rotate out. We're in
that's
the
cool.
early stages. We're working
Yeah,
it out.
I also want to steal some ideas from some of our other friends that do D&D podcasts. That's what we should do after we record. Let's go down on the stats and sit down with a notebook and write things.
Yeah, we should do that.
There you go.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Steph-
I'm excited.
Steph, when are we going to start our spin-off podcast?
Yeah, I don't know.
Wait, what now?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Sometimes salty, always sweet.
Oh my God.
Are you guys going to eat things? Is it going to be like a
because
food
that's the thing.
podcast?
That can just be
No,
like the subset of this podcast because it's sometimes salty, always sweet, and a little bit spicy.
Am I the spicy one?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Can be.
I can be, I guess.
Can be.
What was the
Yeah, you
premise? It was
sneaky
just-
spicy.
I'm sneaky
I think
spice.
we were gonna just talk about like what's going on in our lives and like movies.
That's what this show is.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, are you going to take content away from this show?
If we just,
No, I think it's just what's happening in our lives then.
I thought it was just strictly movies and TV shows.
That's why she's the sweet one and you're the.
But then you got the DCOM podcast.
No, yeah, that's
Or
the
Twitch
one.
channel or whatever that was
LoRC
gonna be.
posted a movie.
That's right.
That's a different show.
This is the third show.
Yeah, that's our third show. It's fun to have a lot of shows.
That's the thing when you actually like cross the line and start making quote unquote shows.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, I want to do something different, but I don't want to stop doing the thing I did, so I'm going to start another show.
This is technically.
I was doing 3 podcasts a week at one point,
But they're all different shows.
and they were all different shows.
Yep.
I had the Let's Talk podcast, and
Yeah.
that was Let's Talk about anything and topics.
Which
and
is
I
literally the
still-
show.
Yes, it is. It's literally
It's
the
become
show,
the show.
and I still have the topics in my
Why don't you
what
just
is it?
add it to the list?
What is it? My Carnage mug. I had a Carnage mug.
oh, yeah,
with
Carnage
like
the
topics,
character.
and I would pull topics out, and that's what we would talk about.
Well,
I got to episode.
like a random
12.
list of
Well,
sorts.
that's a
Yeah.
good run.
It's on my YouTube stuff.
Wow.
You know,
Hey, my my Drag Race recap YouTube show only lasted, what, 5 episodes?
I was about to say you guys made it a solid 4 or 5 episodes.
Yeah, we made it a solid 4 or 5 episodes. That was fun. And that was a learning experience. I learned that you got to make the time.
Yeah,
That was what
this
that
is-
was.
Okay,
Scheduling
yeah.
is what became the conflict
Doing
on
this stuff
that.
is
We will
both
do it.
easy and difficult.
Yeah.
Easy for some, difficult for one.
Yeah.
we didn't even
Yeah.
like for
Yeah.
mine. We didn't even meet in person. This was all through Skype
Oh, yeah, via
calls.
Skype and whatnot.
This
And
was
that's
all
how
through
PCP
Skype calls.
did it
This
too.
is all through.
That's how me and PCP did it. That's how we did it
Yeah.
for Aztecs versus Games. Like
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
just
I would just.
Mega Sheen, which is one of my favorite ones, which I highly recommend, is done that way. One of them is in Kentucky,
Yeah.
and then one of them is in LA, and they just Skype call, and sometimes they'll have guests in, and then they'll Skype in. It's like a geek pop culture
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah, see, it's kind of exactly what we
yeah,
what I did.
and especially for PCP, I had the other guys record separately and then
Yes.
send them over to me.
Everybody
and I
who
edit them all
does
together.
Skype recordings, record your audio independently and hand it to the editor. Don't record off of Skype. It sucks.
Yeah, because you'll get people dropping off because it all depends on whoever has the best connection.
It sucks.
Everybody has to remember
that's
to
true.
like make sure everything's working and then,
Yes.
like actually look at your recordings because that was
Yep.
one of the major failures in the chunk of the live play that I was with in my friend's D&D podcast was that certain parts one person's recordings were totally out and certain parts like one person just couldn't keep connected.
Yeah.
I had no idea what I was doing when I joined on. They're like, so you don't have like Audacity downloaded, you don't have
Yeah.
a mic, and I'm like, we didn't talk about this ahead of time. I would have liked the heads up.
Yeah.
The one person who doesn't already have a podcast and the rest of the people on your thing already have existing podcasts. I would the newbie.
I would
Yeah.
want, like, if I was to do something that big as doing like a live play D&D or something, I would want a completely separate person just in charge of production.
Oh, sound engineer, yeah.
Yeah. I guess- so
that's the
sound
thing
engineer
that's
telling-
kept me from starting my podcast project for so long was the idea that, oh, this is so much. I need a producer. But like all the people I know that are qualified to be producers are already doing
Producing,
something.
yeah.
I know
I've
you.
offered to
I know
help.
Mike.
I've offered to
yeah,
help
but
you
like
get
I don't want to
started.
detract from this awesome show you
Oh,
guys
you're
are
fine.
doing.
We're
Like,
only on Tuesdays. We're only on Tuesdays, sometimes Wednesdays.
I think I still want us to be able to offer like live play like chunks.
Yeah.
Like do little fun one shots.
Yeah.
And we'll
Yeah, I
just
think this would be
pull
great.
Anthony in and then
Sure, yeah. I'll just come over. I'll bring over the board
bring-
here
you
and
bring
set up
board,
all the
you can
mics.
play and
Oh, I can play too?
Yeah.
You can absolutely
okay.
play.
There you go.
I just know that you're like super invested in this mysterious Thursday game you keep talking about, and you
Yeah,
don't go into
well,
any detail. You're like,
my
I'm busy on Thursday. It's a very serious.
I mean,
game.
I could try to explain all of the slow things that have been happening on Thursday. I
is
just
this the one that you run or the one that you're
no.
in?
I run Monday, and that's
Okay.
been the Salt Marsh game.
Did you
Pathfinder's on Thursday.
Did you ever clarify the issue with the house that we were talking about
Oh.
the last time I came over to record?
Yes.
Okay.
We got there.
Okay, we did.
Okay.
Things worked out in the
Just 2 weeks ago we got there. So we had that conversation way back when, like
Yeah.
a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
They finally got there. It took a couple
Okay.
sessions to get them back on track. But
Okay,
Okay.
okay,
I did
good.
it.
I'm
Yeah,
glad because we were sitting there like I got nothing for you.
my players burned down a house that they weren't supposed to.
Oh,
That was a key.
what?
The house was a key plot point that they needed to progress the story, but they were so frustrated at two of them dying in the house
Yeah.
that on the way out they just like lit a match and let it burn. Like cool guys don't look behind
no,
themselves.
you weren't supposed to do that.
Yeah, and as a DM, like you have to keep cool. Like
Yeah.
you don't want to show your hand.
I'm fine,
So
I'm
I'm
fine,
sitting
I'm
there
fine.
in my head like,
Sweating
what
so
am I
hard.
gonna
I have something in my
do?
eye. Sorry, guys, I gotta go.
They need this house. Yeah. And then to watch them for 2 sessions afterwards being like, I know what you can do. I know. Please read my mind.
Yeah.
I don't want to give it to you because
Yeah.
I don't like a DM that kind of like hands you everything.
Yeah.
But I definitely, will kind of like drop some hints and whatnot. Like I'm also not a hard DM that like leaves you out in the cold. Like I
Right.
try and guide you.
Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
heard
Ooh,
it.
piece of candy.
Oh yeah, you're hearing the buzz.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a buzz coming from my wall. It probably doesn't pick up on the mic. It is maybe realistically driving me crazy because
Oh.
it randomly just happens. I don't know what it is. It also happens in the middle of the night. That's where the insanity starts to happen. Back massager.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Get out of my head!
Can we say that on PG?
What?
What?
Yeah,
It's a back
not,
massager.
yeah, it's not a bad
The
word.
personal massager.
Yeah.
But PG is not just bad words, it's also content.
It's a massager.
You didn't say massager.
Bean.
All right, for back massager. I had to say
Well, I can't say.
hey, if I gotta say it for the Kendrick Lamar album, which I feel is still bull, I feel that is an acceptable word, then we're gonna push this word over the edge to make it inappropriate.
There. I got 2 beans in my hand. I can't.
Okay,
I can't.
I see one of them.
I see.
I
see both of
See
them.
both of them, and I'm sorry.
All right, one.
Oh.
All right, hold on. Let me get the camera real quick because this could be worth it.
This won't end well.
I'm like just discomforted by just the color of one of them.
Oh, that should be a show. This won't end well.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure it is.
I
It might
really
already
want-
be one.
I really wanted to do a show called "Is Any of That Real?" where you have 3 people tell a story. One of them is real. The other 2 are just totally
Oh
made
my
up stories.
God, I want to be
Two
on
truths
the
and a lie.
show.
All right, get that bean.
That's a bad one.
All right, let me see your hand. Let me see which one you took.
Which one is
Oh,
left?
that's a bad one.
Which one
Which
did you
one
take?
is left?
Ooh, oh yeah, you took a real bad one.
Oh no, I'm sorry, friend.
That looked like an egg.
Yeah, I think it is.
Eggies.
Oh.
Can I get my?
No, don't
Nah.
do it. Don't give to. Take that other bean.
That's gross.
All right. Now
Take your
it's-
your sip.
maybe it's a vacuum cleaner.
I think the second one will be helpful to this, but it's
It
so.
could be, or make it worse. Because there's a strong possibility that's not black pepper, but in fact sardine.
That's black pepper.
okay.
Oh.
All right.
I don't like that
I feel
one.
black pepper is one of those
It's not bad. It's neutralizing the
palate
egg.
cleansing.
Right.
It's just
I don't like that one.
bad,
Gross.
just a bad omelet.
It reminds me of when I eat adobo and people put those little black
Peppercorns.
peppercorns. I hate it.
I actually don't
I don't
like
like
black
it.
pepper at all. I will not put it on my food. I don't even have it in my
like black
cabinet.
pepper.
Oh, I mean, sprinkle is fine. I don't
No.
like the peppercorns whole. That's
It's
Why?
unnecessary. Yeah.
I will put them in whole in like a baggie.
that's fair.
All right, so
We have
let's
the list. I totally forgot.
let's take that bean interruption to get to the list before we bounce out of the podcast.
All right.
Okay.
Who wants to give me a random number?
Oh.
Are we not doing the
No, we've been letting the guests just give a number.
Oh,
there you
it seems
go.
fun.
Well,
'Cause it's
I need parameters.
1 through
1 through
39.
39. Is it going to be you?
Actually, no. Let's let Hector do it.
I'll do it.
Yeah, you know what? You've been on the podcast.
37.
37 in a row.
I was going to say 55.
Oh, that's one of the new ones too.
But it's not. Oh no.
It's there's 38 is would you be in porn? 36 is what's your favorite curse word? Both of those I'm hoping still show up for the podcast.
Oh.
Just to have to dance around those topics. But you pick 37. Would you rather live in a fantasy past, a post-apocalyptic present, or a dystopian future? This plays off of the D&D talk we were talking about a little bit, role playing.
No question. No question. Fantasy pass because I
Yeah?
don't like any of those other options.
Really? So
I don't because the rest of them are bad.
So you can make up
I
the
feel
past?
fantasy past is not great either.
I'm going to go for a
'Cause let's-
post-apocalyptic... Oh, excuse me. I'm going to go for a dystopian future.
Let me classify, because when you're the hero of these genres, you're doing okay. You are not the hero of these genres. You are a background character. You have to live in this world, not win it.
I'll go for dystopian future.
Okay.
So
Like-
you want the robot uprising to murder you in your bed? You want your Roomba.
I feel like that's a
No,
post-apocalyptic
no.
scenario.
That's post-apocalyptic, yes.
I'm going to be the guy that has a desk job that works for the post-apocalyptic corp.
So you want to be in like Gattaca?
That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Gattaca's
I'm going to be like
dystopian.
Gattaca or, like the beginning of Wanted. Like,
I never think of Wanted as a dystopian
It is
genre.
pre-stopian.
it's pre-dystopian.
Maybe. Like I just that's just an adventure film.
You
Like
see, the thing
Hunger
about it
Games
is
dystopian.
Are you familiar with post-cyberpunk?
Hunger Games. I'm sorry. What?
Are you familiar with post-cyberpunk?
Yeah, I'm familiar with the genre.
If I live in the dystopian future, I get to be a post-cyberpunk character, which is somebody that exists within the system, that has a regular job,
Yes.
that changes things from within for the better.
You're the Neo.
Kind of.
Yeah. Only with cooler stuff around you.
Or you could just be the dude with sweet
Retired Johnny
cybernetic arms.
Mnemonic.
Kind of. I mean, more kind of like,
But you're still not the hero. So don't
not the hero,
Don't
like-
think you get all the perks of herodom.
I don't
You
get
are
like all of the
the
perks, but
mud-covered
like,
people in the background.
being one of the nomads would be kind of cool. The nomads from Cyberpunk. like the people that live on the fringes.
Yeah,
But that aims towards almost like post-apocalyptic.
could
instead.
depending on the
It
situation.
could,
Yeah,
depending on the situation.
I would go for post-apocalyptic present, just because I imagine myself being exactly what Channing Tatum was in This Is the End.
Oh. Just in a gimp suit, just
Yep.
very quickly gave to submission. Whatever, lets you go. Jordan, present,
There are worse things that could happen to me. At least I'm still alive.
I guess.
Oh, sounds like a lot of fun to me. But, what do you think?
Caitlin, are you still feeling Fantasy Pass?
Here's my problem.
Okay.
Is if you look at Dystopian Future,
Yes.
it's still a dystopian future. There is something that is not utopian about it. I don't want to have to possibly struggle with the robot uprising, i.e., iRobot. I don't want
Or
that.
fascism.
Yes, that.
Right.
I don't want. I don't want to know. Even being that desk job person, eventually my utopia will turn sour. I don't want.
But
to
the
deal
problem
with
with Fantasy Past is you lack all of the comforts that we currently have. So you are pooping in a bucket and tossing it out the window. You have you're cold, you're sick, you're
it depends
dirty
on
all
how
the time.
old timey are we talking?
There's a gosh darn dragon outside.
Very very D&D.
That's my guard dragon. His name is Frederick.
You're not a hero. You don't get dragons. You're a regular person.
I could have. It is a very small dragon. He's a pet dragon. I got him at the novelty shop because I saved up my monthly wages
All your,
of working
penance?
in the candy cane mines.
Are you a gnome?
Probably.
I love you so much.
Like it is very much like a D&D, a standard like D&D level of technology and creature comforts.
I will also say this. I'm also the person that for a very long period of my time was working with a mutual friend of ours to create and build and structure a living history village, a 16th century living history village in Washington. I was ready to leave all of my earthly possessions behind and go live as a peasant and farm
But
and
internet.
poop in a bucket. I was I'm ready. I love
But
it.
what about the plague?
It's fantasy.
If I was
The plague exists in fantasy too.
Fantasy.
if I was in a
There's
fantasy
magic to make me better. Greater restoration.
If you can afford it, that's a 300 gold spell.
but that's the thing. If I'm the one doing the spell,
You're a regular mud covered peasant.
If I was in the fantasy past, I'd be the dude that goes, "Bring out your dead," and ring the bell. Bring out your dead.
Hey, work
That's
is
my
work.
job.
I don't know. And I definitely do not want post-apocalyptic present because that sounds like a nightmare. Again, I don't. I would rather be covered in poop and
I
be
think
the
there's a
crazy
type of-
person sitting in like.
I think
pigsty.
there's a type of conservative voting person who wants the post-apocalyptic present.
and that terrifies me.
Well,
Yes.
I mean, like,
The same person that thumbs up the straight Pride Parade video.
I you know what? The thing about Fantasy Past is, and the thing about post-apocalyptic present, is that I already do Wasteland, and
Yeah.
I already do historical
You
reenactment.
do live these.
I
Now,
would like
remove
something
the
different.
privy.
I want something different. And
Sure.
you know what? Office job dude in a megacorp.
So your
in
real life.
dystopian future, like
So pretty much your real life. You are living all of these things.
just like I want something different. Like
No, I'll wipe my bum with a leaf. It's fine.
Honestly, I feel like the dystopian future might be the most stable, like
Probably.
the most stable life at
Yeah,
least.
probably.
Because
I mean, if we're talking about if I'm the hero, well, choices are post-apocalyptic present. Like, I'm Okami, Samurai of the Wastes, Wasteland Weekend. I love that
be Mad Max.
persona I've
Yeah.
created for myself.
That's the thing you have to take away, though. Like, if you get the best of the worlds, then it's just like, what kind of hero do you want to be, and not like what environment do you choose to survive in. Like, they're all hard to a level. Dystopian is its own kind of hardship, as post-apocalyptic and fantasy have a very physical kind of endurance you have to deal with. Dystopian is like the crushing mental oppression that you deal with.
I deal with that already. I don't need that.
See, for the post-apocalyptic present, I don't need to be the hero. I'll be the dude that fixes Mad Max's car. You know, just
But not like the first dude.
not the first
that
dude. No.
dude's apprentice.
It's like, where's so and so? Oh, he died, so it's just me now.
Sorry,
What do you know?
Max.
Not much,
I
Max,
don't
but
have an
Or do I call you Mad?
No, I don't know.
why
what
are
I
you
would
mad?
do. I wouldn't want to go to the past because I don't
his
think
family
I
was
can
killed.
handle it.
Well, get over it.
If it's future, or no, if it's current, what is it?
Post-apocalyptic present. So the A bomb goes off. We lose essentially all access to technology.
Okay.
And we haven't established exactly what kind of post-apocalypse.
So let's just say
It could be
happened-
zombie. It could be
Oh yeah, we've had this conversation.
just radiation.
Before, I
It
feel
could
like.
be.
We've talked sort of about it, but we
Similar.
never. I don't think we've ever compared them to each other. My default post-apocalyptics is like a Fallout kind of.
Okay, yeah,
Like
yeah.
our buildings are around. Technology is rudimentary. I mean, you don't get the Pip-Boy or the Vault stuff or anything
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. But like guns are still working. Older cars are still working. Like
And I would like to think this is all a persistent world. So I'm living in the same
It's
world
not
that
getting
Caitlin
better.
was in, but she's way in the past, and I'm just in the present.
oh, it's the same timeline.
Yeah.
Then further down, Hector's doing his thing, and
Not like Pathfinder and Starfinder are the same, but that eons apart.
I think I would just do it for present.
You do post-apocalyptic
Yeah.
present?
Probably. I mean, it like you said, the bomb hits, and then it's how things are now, right?
Well,
And I'm not the hero of the story either.
So that
right?
world is usually always very and anarchist kind of themed.
there's no rules.
Yeah, it's very much the strongest take what they want.
Yep.
Sorry, I laugh at that because did you ever read that Cracked article that David Wong did, where like what would actually happen if apocalypse
I think
happened?
I have,
And
yeah.
like how
I like
pretty
his-
much
I like his writing
he
a bunch.
calls all the Walking Dead writers like nihilists and
Yeah.
horrible, dirty words that I won't say
I
because
think
I
I've heard
don't
him
want
talk
to eat
about
a
it on
jelly
the
bean.
podcast.
David Wong, John dies at the end.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah. This guy.
Oh, yeah, he's
writes
a
great
cracked
essays.
writer.
Yeah.
He's on the Cracked podcast
Oh
often.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he
I
went
like him a
through
bunch.
like top 7 reasons, and he's like, "Do you know why I know these things? Because I've done research about actual countries whose
who have
entire
gone through
structure.
this.
And do you know what happens when countries collapse? Within hours, they create a market, and people start cooperating with each other. And this is like, here's facts, and here's evidence, and those guys writing The Walking Dead are jerks.
I like that podcast so much.
He's so great.
Yeah, he is.
And I
he is
can't
great.
believe I got through that rant without having to eat one of those.
Yeah, I started reading John dies at the end. I'm enjoying it so far.
Right on.
Yeah.
He's got
Have you
a
read
book
that
after
one,
that.
Caitlin?
This book
Have
is
you
full of
watched the movie?
spiders.
And then do not read this.
Yeah,
Is it-
I think he's up to 3 books now.
yeah.
This book is full of spiders.
Yeah.
So, Steph, you really can't kind of figure out which.
Come
I
work
think
in the
I
candy
think I would
cane
just
mines with
keep
me.
it on like the
Oh, Steph
present.
is 100% sting and a gnome.
What would you say?
Dang it! Is that 3 for me today?
Yeah, I really just think. Sorry,
Sassafras.
man.
Oh, fiddlesticks.
Ah, poop.
Fork me.
Tom Hiddleston.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Bless you.
All right. We'll take this bean, and since we're kind of coming up to an hour, we're going to have to pull the ripcord on this topic.
Oh, you're fine.
We all kind of gave something.
I don't need to record this one.
You're fine.
No, we're good? All right.
yeah.
Bean me up.
Scotty.
Nom, 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 nom. That's a good
Berry
bean.
punch.
Yeah, at worst, it's going to be like, what, soap?
Ooh.
No, it was either
No, that was
was it another toothpaste?
Yeah.
No, that was good.
Oh,
Just
was it an actual
some,
fruity one?
Fruity, yeah.
Berry blue.
Berry blue.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's. Yeah, berry blue.
So if you have enjoyed this podcast, please let us know by signing on to our, sign on to social medias, by going to our social medias and telling us so. You can do that by finding us on many of the social medias, which Jordan will now tell you.
Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter
By.
at LRC Podcast.
There it is. And if you have yet to do so, make sure that you and everybody you know is subscribed to this podcast by finding us on the subscribable places that Steph will tell you about.
You can find us on Stitcher and Apple Podcasts,
There you
Yep,
go.
that's what it is now.
iHeartRadio,
Yeah.
Spotify,
Yes.
Libsyn.
Yeah.
Yes.
Am I missing one?
Google Play.
Google Play.
Did she say Stitcher?
Yeah, she did.
Okay.
Right at the beginning.
Okay, cool. Oh, you know what? I've never actually seen this effect on Caitlin. To use the whisper daddy voice. You just kind of watch her face. She kind of blushes up a little bit. Now she's covering her face. Oh, she can't handle this. It's too much for her.
We did a little ASMR on the
she's
last
falling apart.
podcast.
That was fun for me. And if you would like to email us, you can do so with all of your thoughts and dreams by emailing us at lorcpodcast@gmail.com. Hector, Caitlin, pleasure. If anyone would like to find you on the internet, how do they do so, Hector?
Oh, you can find me on Twitter at Keiichi Okami. And
Spell that.
KeichiOkami.
What does that mean, by the way?
Oh, it means
Is it something?
respectful wolf.
Nice.
Oh, there you go.
Yep. I looked it up a long time ago. I was like, I'm going to have this cool Japanese name, and I need to know what it means. I've had it since I was in high school. So, and it's the same thing on Instagram as well.
Nice. Caitlin?
It me, Sergeant Swistitch, yo friend in the cosplay community, even though I'm not doing any other conventions for the rest of the year.
Yeah, conventions slow down in Southern California at this point.
They don't actually.
No, they do
They're
not.
bananas. There are 4 conventions in the next, 60 days.
Really?
I'm going
Wow.
to Designer Con.
I want to go to that so bad, but I don't
It's
want
not
to
like a
drive to
cosplay
Pasadena.
Oh, there's
It's
going to be...
not, but it's a
there's gonna-
heavy costuming con. People
Yeah.
will dress
Okay.
up very much.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, we
I
just...
want to go that for me. Caitlin wants to go to
Nice.
that.
Yeah.
But
we just had Pin and Patch Con. That went by
yeah, we had a
Real-
Pin and
that-
Patch
we
con
blinked.
down here,
I
and then
haven't
they
been.
did another one in LA.
Yeah.
I went to both.
You went to both?
You.
Yeah.
Man.
Check
I
out
didn't
her.
get to go
Expo,
to either.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check out all her
I went to
content on pixelatedgeek.com.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, I saw that.
You can
Yeah.
see my pics.
You can find me at SGTSWIFTSTICH on all media platforms. I'm trying to figure out Twitter. I am.
It's not easy.
It's whatever
It's
you
a lot
want
of
it
work.
to be.
I know.
Whatever you want it to be, though, it's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work, but everybody seems to be having a lot of fun on Twitter. So I have made a concerted effort. I went through, I cleaned out the people that I followed because it was the same people I followed when I created the account 5 years ago. And I'm like, let's narrow it down so I can focus on the content that I actually want to look
Well,
at.
if you follow at LORC Podcast,
I
then
do.
you'll always get a reply to all of your comments and DMs and all
Makes
those
me
things.
feel special.
Yes. You get to be seen
Yeah, and
by
then-
someone who's not seen by anybody.
and then eventually, by the next time you have us on the podcast, we'll have our own. So
It'll be great.
There you
and we'll
go.
be able to pimp that.
Dicebox Heroes.
Dicebox
Yeah,
Heroes.
Dicebox Heroes.
Get ready for that.
Coming to earbuds near you.
Yep.
Nice.
There you go.
Better than I was about to say, coming to earbuds in you, and I was like,
PG ruling?
no, don't. It's fine, guys. It's fine.
All right.
Because
All right. Just
you
checking.
do put
I
your
think this is
earbuds
okay.
inside of your ears, so...
Yeah, all right, good point.
Exactly.
I,
Inside you.
I've insinuated worse, I think.
Yep.
That's fair.
Steph.
You can find all my stuff on
All your
Instagram
stuff?
and Twitter.
Sometimes
it's-
it sounds says you can find all my stuff. Sometimes it sounds
That's
that way.
also true.
Yes.
Yeah. You can find all the things that I post on Instagram and Twitter at Stephanoids, STEPHUHNOIDS.
Jordan?
You can find me on most social media platforms at Jordan is a Bear. That also includes TikTok.
Word?
Oh, you got in it?
Is
How's that
there,
going?
is there a way to see your TikTok without having TikTok?
I have no idea.
I don't want to.
I feel like
I think
there
you can.
is.
I think you can. Yeah.
Because so many people post
You can do
things
it. You can
for
get
you
on
to
the
look at.
internet. You can go to the TikTok website.
Is that you?
Okay.
Jordan
Yes,
is a bear.
Jordan is a bear.
Have you decided yet on
Wait, there's Jordan is a Bear 1?
on bats or
Yeah, who's
Stinkingtons?
that?
No, I have not gotten a lot of response on either, so I've yet to do anything about it.
I'm
You should
shocked.
say both of them though.
Wait,
I don't want to step on his
Wait,
toes
ask a
anymore.
question.
Yes, ma'am. You in
Facebook
front.
owns Instagram or Instagram
Yes.
owns Facebook?
Facebook owns everything.
Instagram.
Yeah.
What?
I will reach out to a friend.
You got a Facebook friend?
Apparently now.
Ooh.
Well, a friend from work, her daughter works for Facebook.
All right.
With
Well,
that being said, she helped a makeup artist fix his account that got hacked.
okay.
With that being
Their
said, I'm
Facebook
going
account that
to-
got hacked?
Well, his Instagram.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it got hacked.
All right.
And she works with Facebook.
Do
so,
it.
I mean, it's
listening.
worth a shot.
Sure.
The worst that can happen is nothing
I still
changes.
don't have it. Yeah.
So I'll try to reach
Every angle that we can get Graphite Note back, we'll
out.
try.
Yeah.
Are you all set, Jordan?
Yeah, I'm shocked that nobody took Jordan is a bear on TikTok. Like, it's been how long TikTok has been
Oh
going.
my god,
No
look,
one's taken it.
anyone took mine.
Jordan is a bear is a very specific
Yeah,
name.
but I keep finding people who try to take my name. It's weird.
Well,
Well,
apparently I'm
I
not.
mean,
At
there's-
Graphite Night is taken on Venmo. I didn't know until Anna told me.
Really?
Yeah.
See, and I've had
Strange.
Jordan is a bear since high school. Also, like,
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I think I would just make it just so I can have that tag, and I don't want anyone to take
yeah, I
mine.
mean that's like why
Yeah.
LoRC has like a Tumblr that we don't use.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, it's
I
just
still-
it's just to own it.
I still
You
link
know.
to
Yeah,
my
I have all
Tumblr.
of it.
And like 3 of those social medias, those like click social medias that like lasted a week. There are LoRC podcasts and Graphite Nights on some of those.
like
Yeah.
Vero. Remember Vero?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I think Comic Issues had a Vero because that was a while back. I'm pretty sure there was a Graphite Night Vero.
Oh.
Arrow.
Yeah. And if you want to mochi my Pocky, then find me at Graphite Night on the Twitter. And I guess Spooky Spookington on the Instagram. Or So Goth It's Bats. Yeah.
Yes.
Also on the Instagram. And maybe someday at Graphite Night on the Instagram. But that is all my things.
So goths.
So Goths It's Bats.
It's best.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. So until next week, I'm Anthony.
I'm Hector.
I'm Caitlin.
I'm Steph.
And I'm Jordan.
And we'll see you next week. Bye. Not too loud.
Oh.
I had to do so much to that.
I heard.
Oh my god.
Pull it back. It's like-
Oh.